Previously on Descent into Avernus, you all found yourselves in a memory of Lulu's in the town of Idleglen, a place historically that you discover through some various checks was besieged by Yenogu, the demon lord of the Knolls, as well as many other creatures in an attempt to destroy it long, long ago. That failed incursion was ended by the Archangel Zariel, who came and defended the town and made a promise to the people of Idleglen that should they need her again, she would return. They erected a statue in praise to her in Lathander's name. The town was once again besieged, and you were now in the second siege of Idleglen by the demonic forces of Yenogu to bear witness to the thing that catapulted Zariel into her descent to become ultimately the Archduke of Avernus. You bore witness to various gnolls and lesser demons attempting to strike out at individuals, a large hyena creature, very quickly dispatching the rabble before you and saving individuals in this memory, only to take on this Hezru demon that was banging on the door, and while you were doing that, a lieutenant of Yunogu appeared. This Merilith like demon, but its face twisted into that of large jackals, uh, took combat to you. A bit of a more harrowing fight, as it was a rather powerful demon lieutenant of Yunogu, but ultimately you proved victorious. It was then you heard the voice of the Night Yale, who warned you that things were about to get much worse. You took a breather, spoke to some of the people in the town, learned snippets of information from them, nothing of true value. After all, anything they might know was just Lulu's memory of what happened there. You prayed at the statue of Zariel to Lathander and gained boons for the fight ahead. It was then you heard the mad cackling of the demon lord Yenogu himself as his various troops fell onto the battlefield. He himself appearing eventually, closing in on you. The forces seemed a bit overwhelming. The demon Yenogu gobbling up gnolls, regenerating health, and just lashing out with terrible teeth and flail. And when this fight seemed at its grimmest, you watched as Lulu the Holy Font, but this her in her mammoth form, a golden mammoth, very large inside, descended with Zariel, the Archangel, astride her. With a sweep of her blade, she fought back Yenogu, who retreated from the battlefield rather than face her wrath. But the damage was done to Idleglen. She looked to you all, victory held, beheld all of the destruction, because Zariel was far too late to save most of the people of Idleglen. And when she looked to you, she asked if you would do the same as she did, if you would sacrifice everything to stop something like this happening to a place you came from, a hometown. You all agreed to that sentiment, and you were all given a boon, a charm, if you will, and you found yourselves fading from this memory. None of you dispatched in the combat, thankfully. But as you returned to the inner sanctum here in the Bleeding Citadel, Yale stood there with Lulu, who now had all of her memories back. The Night Yale spoke to you. The sword of Zariel was before you, and she warned that the person who would take on this blade would be irrevocably changed. And who among you would be willing to sacrifice themselves for the good of all? Hesitation from many. Derva perhaps not fully understanding the weight of what was before her. Max recoiling at the thought of sacrifice. Cap just vibing, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looking at all the
But
bones.
just checking out bones. As Rhea went to take a step forward, Harlan decided he would find out what the hick and heck this sword was gonna do. He stepped before, pulled the blade, in a burst of resplendent, radiant light. You watched as Harlan Hightower was transformed. This now radiant, angelic looking figure, this paladin who's traveled with you so far to this point, furls these angelic wings, holding this blade aloft. His eyes have a bit of a bluish light to them. As we now find ourselves in a desolate crater where the Bleeding Citadel once stood. The blinding flash of light is deafeningly quiet around you, as if every demon and devil anywhere near this citadel has been turned to ash in an instant. And perhaps if there were some powerful enough to survive, they have quickly fled. But there stands Harlan before you, blade in hand, and nothing else around but all of you. And that's where we begin.
Derva would for sure reach out and go, "Oh my god, they're beautiful, Harlan. Look at your wings."
Max flexes at Harlan.
Cap's just like, whoa, shiny. Are there bones in the wings?
I mean,
No, they're feather wings.
probably. If
None.
there's like the little thin bird bones that are inside of wings.
Cap just like staring at the wings, imagining the bones with inside. Flappy bone wings.
I think at the point everything disappeared, since Harlan stepped up onto the dais, he's now just kind of hovering there. But as you all approach him and as you all speak to him, he just looks at you, squints his eyes, and scans around him at all the people here. He goes from Derva, he goes to Max, then to Cap, and he looks at Lulu. And you do not see a sense of recognition in his eyes until he looks at Rhea. When he makes eye contact with her, he smiles and he just says, "Rhea, what's wrong?"
You look to Rhea, who is kind of standing there. She didn't approach with anyone else, so she's kind of in the back of the crowd. Um, her feet are like stuck in the ground, and she's just kind of looking down at the ground. And finally, when you say her name, she looks up to you and she goes, "Harlan, what happened to you?"
"What do you mean?" He hovers towards her. Hey, he can hover now. He hovers towards her.
He can hover.
He can
It's
hover.
true. She
Envision him floating over.
Harlan, make an insight check as you approach your dear friend and companion Rhea.
Does he actually remember her, or
He seems to. All of you guys roll insight checks as well, please.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay. Yes, give me the insight. Be sight beyond sight.
I have advantage on insight checks now.
yes, you do.
Derva's really
Easy
just
dog.
confused and really loves those wings.
she's like,
Yeah, I don't know if Derva would track there's anything wrong with this because
Yeah.
I don't think Harlan's ever looked at her with a sense of recognition.
True.
Why isn't mine showing?
I don't know.
You gotta want it. What'd you get?
I got a 14.
All right. 14. Derva, you're kind of like not sure what's going on here. 100%. You're just like Harlan's acting kind of weird, but whatever.
But now
Uh,
with wings.
But now with wings, you're kind of like you said, you're more focused on the wings than you are on like anything else.
Yeah.
Max with a 14, you would immediately pick up on the fact that the eyes that glanced over you are the eyes of like you've been in rooms, courts with nobles, various people. You know when somebody like clocks someone to recognize them, there was none of that. It was just a
Okay.
complete pass over, as if a noble looking through a room where they only recognized a single person when he looked at Rhea. And Harlan, you get that too. But you also realize he didn't even recognize Lulu. And you're not sure how much Harlan is left inside of him. Because you know Harlan, he loved Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
He really liked her, and if it was a matter of holding, if it was Harlan, he would have clocked Lulu with recognition, and he didn't. There's something changed about him, but he seems to truly know Rhea. And Harlan, with a natural 20 on Rhea Mantlemorn, you read some conflicting things. There is a look to her that shows like regret, like this strange feeling of regret from her. Like her feet just couldn't move quick enough. And there's some sorrow behind her eyes, especially when she seems to see you not speak to anyone but her. It's a strange thing to recognize on your friend, but it's mostly regret and sorrow as she looks at you in shock.
Harlan continues towards her until he just places his hand on her shoulder. And he's like, "You look troubled. Why so blue?"
She's going to gesture to the rest of them. Don't you remember any of them, Harlan?
Should I?
These are our friends.
Well, any friends of Reyes is friends of mine.
What? We're friends?
He looks at everyone now, like scanning them to kind of size them up since Reyes said they were her friends. He goes up to Lulu first. No, he doesn't. He doesn't go to Lulu first. He goes up to Derva first because Derva said what. He extends his hand and he's like, "Hello, my name is Harlan Hightower. Nice to meet you."
Derva Brittleswamp. You know that though. Harlan, silly? Why are you being silly? Stop being silly. I don't like it. Stop.
He chuckles a bit. We got a joker here. He introduces himself to Max and to Cap as well.
Well
And
met.
then
Reaches out and nods her head. She's like, Miaxina Cardinal, but you can call me Max. And this is my dragon, Leroy. She gestures towards Leroy.
would
hit his head really hard. What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. But just say
he
hi.
he can still speak Draconic too, so he's like,
So you understand with the little. But you clock this as a silver dragon. This is a good dragon, so that's
"This
good.
is a good dragon." Yeah. Just and fair dragon, well met.
Yes, well met. I am very just and very fair.
Just like me.
Harlan nods strongly. He's like, "Of course, you're a silver dragon. Why wouldn't you be?"
That'd be really
Um,
weird otherwise, right?
He goes up to Cap, gives him a very firm handshake. He does not flex. Very firm handshake.
Well met, sir. This is my Skellington, Skellingchino.
The skeleton looks at you and goes, ha!
You mean Skeleto, you silly goose?
He was brought to this world through the grace of Bond.
Does the sword affect the skeleton at all? Because it has like a weird radius thing.
Oh, hold on, let me double check.
Oh,
Gordon
ruh-roh.
Mario, one moment, please.
No, not
This
Skelegito.
explodes.
I think it just blinds it.
So it would
I
still have
think
the
you're
same
right, yeah.
reaction. It would go, ah.
No,
Yeah, it just looks at you, and
it's just
elbows
fiends
back
now.
and can't see really well. It's like, ah. It looks a little confused. But
No,
you clock that
I'm not.
Cap that you probably don't want the skeletons anywhere near Harlan, or they might be blinded in combat.
Cap has Skellingchino back up a few paces.
Slowly moves back.
And then lastly, I think Harlan would recognize a Hollyphant, just not Lulu. For
As you finally put like eye contact on Lulu, you feel something from your sword. You feel an instant feeling of companionship and friendship towards this creature coming from the sword.
does that translate to my feelings?
It's communicating these feelings to you with its
Okay.
sentience as you realize this sword knows this holy font and it cares for it deeply.
Is Lulu still tiny, or is she back to her mammoth size?
She can shrink in and out of
Oh.
form, so she can go big or small. So she's
Okay.
a little holy font right now, just fluttering around, going, "Oh, Harlan, I guess what Yale said was true."
What do you mean?
Do you know the Night Yale? Does that ring a bell in your noggin at all?
I don't believe we've ever met.
Well, she was a hell rider. And as she says that word again, you feel from the sword a kinship, but there's also mixed with a little sorrow to it.
Harlan resonates with the sword. He smiles and frowns slightly.
It seems you might have a little inkling of it, but that sword you have now, it was our last attempt to save Zariel. It might have changed to you because she said you'd lose yourself, but I don't know. She kind of looks you up and down. Aside from some missing memories, something I would know about, honestly, it seems like you're you.
He did not flex.
Oh, that's true.
He just chuckles and is like, Lulu, I'm sure I've not changed. I've always been me.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, it's got the name. Well, and you see kind of the skies a bit clearer now because of what is essentially a radiant supernova happened in the citadel that you guys were in that flattened out this area. So the sky's kind of a little open, and you can see off in the distance the city of Elturel is very close to the river Styx. Like it's almost pulled all the way down in the sky. She kind of looks and goes, I don't know if we have too much time to compartmentalize what's going on here. We should probably get going as soon as possible. Elturel's in danger.
You're right, Lulu. Let's go.
Harlan hears the word danger, and he just spreads his wings and he just points the way. I will do whatever I can to assist.
Cap's like, those are some fucking cool wings.
He hovers
Giant
more.
wings.
He hovers around Cap just to show him the wings. He's just like, yeah, they're cool.
Oh.
All right, that feels like a little bit of a flex to me.
That does feel like a flex. You
He's
know
not
what?
flexing. He's not flexing the wings. He's just
No,
hovering
no.
around him.
It
No,
was
we're
a flex.
a
It was a
metaphorical
flex of
flex.
ability. It's a metaphorical flex.
Anyway, we got evil to smite, and we got Azariel to save. And you feel that
Oh.
sword pulse in your hand again, Arlen, when she says to save Zariel.
Wings flap hard. He's ready. He's ready.
Flap, flap. Whoosh, whoosh.
All right, well, the good news is, and you watch as Lulu becomes much larger into this huge mammoth, I could take y'all with me now.
Damn, Lulu.
Yeah, this is what I could do before. Now that I got all my memories back, I can use all my powers again.
You look magnificent.
Well, oh, you're a sweetheart.
Oh, I know it happens occasionally. Max climbs up on Lulu.
The glorious war holy font. Let us ride.
Leroy says, I will fly alongside you. Be weird to be on the back of another flying creature.
Yeah, that would be really weird. Just float along with Harlan.
All right.
You guys
You
can
and
race.
me, buddy. We're good. Starts flying up.
I think Derva's just standing there at this point, like, because she said all that stuff to Harlan and he didn't get annoyed with her. She's still very confused by all this, and everyone seems to be accepting it. And I don't know, she's just like standing there staring at Max on this giant elephant, just like, this is a lot. This is a lot.
Derva, make a perception check for me. Yeah, you're watching Cap kind of roll with it. Lulu's on a mission, so she's rolling with it. You not sure Max is Max. But
Max
your
is
eyes
happy
kind
it
of
wasn't her.
yeah, she's happy it wasn't there. There's a little pep in her step as she gets on the holy fan. But your eyes finally land on Rhea, and Rhea still hasn't walked any closer from where she was. She's just kind of staring at the ground. One of her fists is clenched, and she just shakes her head and not really making eye contact with you. She just starts moving forward. Just says, "Come on, Derva. We have to save El Toro."
Derva
Al beats us. Let's go.
Derva squints at her and gets on the elephant.
Mm-hmm. Derva, Max, Cap, and Rhea, you actually all can fit on top of Lulu. And
Is she
your
soft?
only other people. Yeah, she's got some soft fur on her back. Some like it's not matted or weird. I mean, she's a resplendent celestial creature. Of course, it's soft. She's
Derva's riding her backwards, just like petting her butt, clearly, because she's on the end. It's beautiful.
All right, well, that's fine, but keep your hands up, not too far down there. That's bad.
That's weird. That's
Roland
a
shakes his
poor.
finger. Hey,
That,
no.
that's a poorer than poor person's job, Lulu, and I'm not about that.
Wow, that's the first time I've ever said that even you're not pouring up for something.
No, that's the shit shovelers down the street.
The shit shovelers.
Great family.
It's an
Bob and
honorable
Linda.
job.
Bob and Linda are great people. I just
Now, everyone has their purpose.
exactly.
Yep, it's not proper to judge people whether they be poor or shit shovelers. As long as they're on the side of righteousness and willing to smite evil wherever it stands, we're good.
Oh, Bob and
Indeed.
Linda would be there in a heartbeat. I'm gonna have to send them a.
Yeah, you shovel enough shit, you're ready to smite evil. I know that for a fact. All right, let's go.
Bond with Lulu.
Yeah, immediate connection to this creature. But yeah, we will have you guys flying off through the skies of Avernus.
Yes.
Yes.
You've had to go through all of these trials and tribulations, going around on war machines, having to sacrifice souls and soul coins. And for the first time since you guys have come to Avernus, you're not bound um, by any of these devilish means. You're not forced to make compromises. You're just a bullet of light heading straight to El Terrell.
Oh,
Good guy
actually,
press.
Harlan still had 3 soul coins on him. Would he hold on to them still?
You know that you can, in the material plane, break their curses and free the
And-
souls to where they should go. So I don't
He
think,
keeps them tight to do
yeah,
that then.
it's your constitution score. What is it?
My con is 15. Plus 2.
Yeah, you can carry 3, no problem. So it doesn't burden you at all. They have a weight to them, but you also know that the righteous are good thing to do to save these souls, or even in fact redeem them, is to free them and let them go where they are meant to go. Some of them might end up back in Avernus anyway, but some of them might not.
Cool.
Yeah, because you don't have any idea really of who's inside them unless you've been time to try and figure that out.
It could be good or like nasty people
Yeah.
trapped inside soul coins, right?
Yeah, because it could be people who were just tricked by devils or made a contract that
Right.
was extremely unfair because they wanted to do something good.
Something
You know, yeah, or naive person, or it could be just an evil piece of crap that was willing to make deals with devils.
Those are
Yeah,
the ones that'll go straight back to Avernus.
Yeah, the soul coins run the gamut of people. None of them are necessarily people who belong there. But you guys rocket off through the sky, and Max, because you have insane passive perception, I won't even ask you to roll. You pick up immediately in the skies of Avernus around where El Terrell is descending that there are about half a dozen of these large sickle-like ships that you've seen before. You've seen the crashed one, obviously, the wrecked flying fortress that you were in. So these are the same kind of ships, kind of almost in like this assault formation on the northern side of El Terrell.
We hadn't seen
And
those before, right?
you've seen them like stock. When you've seen in the distance the Stygian docks, you've seen them there.
No, but I mean around El Terrell though. Like when we
No,
were there, we didn't see them. Yeah, that's what I was
no,
asking.
they were where you've mostly seen these things, like off in the distance, appeared to be where large scale battles were ongoing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And now that you see them kind of in El Terrell's proximity, especially with it being so close to the ground, it looks like the blood war on the ground is spilling on to El Terrell as it's becoming a new territory to fight for between demons and devils. So immediately you pick up things that are like terrestrial creatures, like things that would need to be like transported, could only arrive in these ships. They couldn't arrive right now by their own means very quickly because and what you do see in the distance is a lot of winged devils and demons are over the city, like clashing in the air. You see Vrox and Vrox trying to overcome like a pit or horned devils flying through the sky, and just a massive fight. Even like flocks of imps that are going off and attacking other strange winged demons, like all over the skies of El Terrell. So the blood war has come to the city streets, it seems.
Max sees all this. She's like, "Oh no, oh no." She's like, Lulu, do you see this?"
She kind of squints and she goes, "Oh no, oh jeez, yeah, that's bad. Well, actually,
We're
that might be good. If there's a new territory to fight over, Zari will be there for sure. She's always where the fighting's the worst.
But what about the people of El Terrell?
Well, hopefully they're safe. I mean, we sent those other folk. Maybe they're. I mean, they had to. She goes, oh, we gotta hurry, and she starts
We
like
gotta
going
hurry.
as fast as she can.
Get your Lulu juice going. Go, go, go.
Yeah, he sets the panic in her voice when you're like, but what about the people? And she's like, oh no, and she's like kicking it into third gear.
Hit the nitro.
Celestial sparkles behind her, and no, I'm just kidding.
Fast and the Furious.
Um,
We are family.
she does have to. She can't go her maximum speed because she still has to match pace with Harlan and Leroy, who are a little slower than her.
Harlan is
Um,
90.
Yeah.
Harlan, I think Leroy is 6th, and I think he's slower.
Yeah, Leroy's kind of clutching onto Harlan's feet right now, like, go quickly. And you're able to take Leroy along with you, Harlan, at your speed.
This is fun.
Harlan would definitely do that. He would totally do that because it's a good dragon.
He's a good dragon.
Wee. Spark of childlike
Oh my
joy.
God.
It's Leroy's
Yes,
heart for the
yes.
first time in his life.
Today, his heart grew 3 times larger.
No, not really. Not really. Here I go.
I just don't want to get excited by this angel.
He may want to get that checked out.
I know, right?
You guys, the scavenger, by the way, was annihilated in the Holy Blast, so don't even ask about it.
It's a good thing we have an
gone.
elephant.
I
It's
was gonna
gone.
ask about it, but we left it. So I was like,
It's like
"Eh,
there was a big celestial holy explosion that just blew the shit out of everything in a mile radius, so it's gone. All right, so you guys, things run full circle
Oh my
as you
gosh.
will be arriving in Elturel. So, where are you guys headed first? Are you looking for Zariel, which seems to be what Lulu wants to do, or are you heading towards the companion?
We haven't even broke the chains yet, so the companion would do 0 to lift it up without breaking the chains. Like, I think I would yell back and be like, Harlan, the chains! The chains need to be broke!
What do you want me to do about it?
You have the sword!
the sword.
Those are big ass chains. Oh,
It's a
sorry.
big ass sword."
Harlan doesn't curse anymore. Those are giant chains.
Let me double check something here real quick.
I look into Harlan's eyes and I
Is he-
say, trust me.
Let's see here. Actually, let me check something. The rules on the chains here. Because you'd be able to intuit this from the sword.
The sword speaks to him.
Well, it gives him feeling. Like, it doesn't speak directly. It gives
Right.
him, like, general, like, feelings and emotions.
That kind of lead up to somewhat type of communication. Like, hey, this
It's
is
empathic.
Yeah.
It vibes with him.
Yeah. Empathic. That's a good way to put it. God, I haven't seen Elster in a while. This is awesome.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
bitches.
Harlan, roll I'll say a flat charisma check.
It's still
To
on
see
fire,
if you-
guys.
Yeah, it's
Damn
not.
it.
We'll go over some perception checks here in a second. 21. You feel that you could, in fact, break these chains with the sword, but there are many of them, and it would take quite a while. The sword itself, as you kind of think about breaking the chains, and your other option is to find Zariel, you feel it urge you towards Zariel.
Harlan
As
says,
if
I
finding
don't think
her
this
would be a faster way to break the chains.
Yeah, Harlan says, I don't think this breaking the chains right now is going to be very efficient use of time, guys. Let's Lulu, let's find Zariel.
You don't have to tell me twice. And she's gonna keep moving forward. Um, very anxious to see her old friend. And while you guys are heading over El Terrell, let me ask you, are you looking for anything specific aside from Zariel? Or just looking around to find Zariel?
I don't
Derva's
think Harlan would be looking for anything, because he wouldn't remember anything to look for.
Cap is on the lookout for things to keep in mind of, or other enemies that are potentially going to be in our path later.
And
I'll
yeah,
say
Max
this.
is kind of cataloging what they're in for fight wise.
I'll say this for Harlan. I think he would only divert his attention to something else if there was somebody that needed help, and he noticed them.
Okay.
and Derva would just be looking
Derva.
at previous like landmarks. So like we went to the cemetery, see if there's
specifically, like the
anything.
cemetery, the
Yeah.
high hall. Okay, and the
But
bridges.
definitely the high hall, like areas that we traverse to see if um they're more on fire or something's different with the areas that I would remember.
All right. Everyone, roll me a perception check. We're not going to go off of Max's crazy passive for this one.
Oh, come on.
If there's anything pertinent that you'd ambiently pick up, I'll let you know. But this is to like look for specific stuff.
Derva sees
Nice.
nothing.
It grows stronger yet again.
Respect grows strong this day. So that's 4
There's a
from Harlan.
giant writhing nothingness in the distance.
19 for Cat. Max gets 22. Yeah. Harlan, you're kind of just looking around and you see no end of devils and demons ripping each other apart as they always have in the Blood War. So nothing really clocks your attention immediately as you guys are and you're entering kind of from the southern end of El Terrell. So one of the first places you'll be flying over is the High Hall, probably. Derva, you look at the High Hall, and as you're peering down at the High Hall, you swear you see the most enormous fire you've ever seen in your life. As you realize something very tiny and very red is very close to your eye, and you feel as the speck punches
Motherfucker!
you right in the eye, blinding you.
I'm still writing backwards on Lulu, and I like smack my hands down in defiance. I was like, sorry, Lulu. It's evil. Evil's afoot.
And I'll say to Harlan on your 4 and your just general sense, you pick up an extremely powerful devil was next to Derva for just a fraction of a second and it's gone now.
Oh no.
An insanely powerful devil. Like it appeared and is gone.
Harlan turns his head. He's just like, I smell you.
You hear a cackle on the wind. Little tiny cackle. Cat, you said you were looking specifically for enemies, like threats.
Yeah.
As you are clocking the skies, you pick up a lot of what Harlan was saying, which is these various devils and demons, and you are picking up on them that these are not low-ranking creatures. Especially a lot of the winged ones are quite powerful outside of like flocks of imps that you see. And when I say flocks of imps, I mean like 25, 30 imps flying like a swarm through the skies to fight, which is a fairly deadly thing to see because even imps can score some nasty damage with good roll. So you're seeing all this kind of clashing in the skies, but you also see on the streets that a lot of the larger demons and devils are kind of locked in combat in various avenues of the street. There is no end to threats in this area. There are so many threats all over the place, you can't possibly fathom a place to land that would be safe. Uh, but I will say, because you're also looking at threats, actually, what was Max looking for? She was looking for
She was looking for like just kind of assessing the battlefield, like looking for
Okay.
threats, like what that kind of thing.
So Max, you're getting the same stuff that Cap's getting as you're looking for threats. Because you guys are also looking for threats, your eyes immediately dart to the high hall for concern of the people who are down there. And well, maybe for Cap, Max, you're just overall assessing.
Max
But
just likes a fight. She just likes a fight.
yeah, you see the high hall, as destroyed as it is, has new wooden embattlements put up, and you do see what appears to be the remnants of Elturel's population. At least those who can fight are manning walls. They have erected some ballistae, and you see that they are entrenched in defending themselves the best they can against anything that comes by.
Any
And
any sign of Mindy and their crew?
you see as a powerful demon, like this 12-15 foot tall demon is approaching. From one of the walls, a shock of lightning goes out, and you see the demon recoil backwards as various it seems like almost enchanted bolts from some of these ballistae they've erected are striking it. And it's a spell you've seen Azarius cast before. So you have a feeling he's the only powerful spellcaster you know of that could even be there.
Oh, that's so
Um,
cool.
so you just see that shock of lightning go out. The demon recoils, and it's only just a soul demon, and it seems to be repelled as it like turns and begins to flee away from the high hall. But the more they defend themselves, the more of a target they might become over time. But it
So there's a
seems like
time crunch.
yeah, it feels like the high hall right now is guarded, but through whatever means they could scrap together. You haven't really been in contact with them. It seems bolts, like normal bolts from a ballistae, wouldn't harm most high-ranking devils or demons. So they must have found something that could defend them. So you immediately clock that in the high hall. As you're peering out over the rest of the area, the streets, like looking for other people or anything like that, seem pretty much abandoned. Anyone who's been alive or who could be recovered in the time you've been gone must be in the high hall. Um, or if they're left out there somewhere, they're probably hiding somewhere so deep that you would never see them on the street.
Okay.
But something that does catch your eye, in the main thoroughfare, you see away from all this fighting between these various forces, there's like an area that seems almost like a no-fly zone. You don't see devils or demons flying over it, and you immediately clock one larger winged creature there in this thoroughfare, facing off against. It's hard to say from the distance you're at, but another winged creature. But its wings are not like leathery bat wings. They're almost like these blackened, burned, feathery wings.
Hmm. Cap takes specific note of that as he's ready.
Yeah, and that fight's going on like here.
Are
In
those
the
creatures
distance.
that is it a creature that we would recognize, or does Max need to do an insight check? Or
Make religion or
religion.
history checks.
Which
Whichever.
one is better? History is way better. But not that better.
Nice.
I mean, it's not terrible.
The spec.
No.
As you begin to think really hard, you feel like almost like a grain of sand on your brain. And like immediately you just get a headache trying to think.
Oh, my
As
head.
strikes once more.
There's
really
that.
need some Tylenol.
Cat, you looking upon, as you guys are still also rushing across the street, you're getting a little closer. You realize that the kind of more larger creature with these more bat-like leathery wings,
Mm-hmm.
is a demon. You recognize this creature as, actually, let me double check what this thing is. A Baylor,
Oh, shit.
which is an extremely powerful demon. Uh, so you kind of realize that the
Oh, it's the Barlog. Shit.
yeah, and hold on, I'll kind of give you a little bit because you got some info on that. You would know that a Baylor, and now you can see it. It's got this big flaming whip and this very nasty looking cold enchanted or lightning enchanted sword that it's swinging at this thing that's, and as you're watching it, the other thing that's facing it is dodging it so deftly that you realize that as, and I can actually display this for you guys. This is the creature that he sees in the even as it's like lashing out its whip and swinging its sword, the thing it's fighting has it outmatched by a huge margin, as it is definitely dodging. And you watch as this kind of feather winged creature pulls up this large maul, strikes it in the skull, and you see its head kind of snaps to the side and blood splatters across the ground as it snaps its head back and it's looking really hurt. And then like this weird whip chain, like the creature that's fighting it doesn't have like a hand on the right hand. It's like this whip chain with a flail on the end of it. Just smacks a flail into its side and it goes tumbling into the ground. Is like slowly getting up. And I'll show you guys the battlefield you see as you approach.
Hell yes.
Put you guys here to the south. So again, you see this creature facing off against what you now see much clearer as you approach.
Oh.
This
Oh, that's the lady
burning
on the side.
ember-eyed with this burning red halo over its head, and the Baylor is looking up from the ground, bleeding, as this other winged figure points its maul at him and goes, "Surrender, I would say, if you were not a devious demon. Instead, I'll take great joy in ending you." And you see them raise the maul and crack it down in this Baylor's skull, killing it as it collapses dead to the ground. As the winged figure just is like on the ground, breathing heavily and heaves. And as you guys all land, you'll see Lulu go, "Zariel!" She just shouts out into the
Oh
street.
shit.
And we're gonna switch up the music a bit here.
Mariel.
Mario.
It's me, Mario.
Yep.
um, Lulu calls out to the swinger figure. She calls out Zariel, and it looks like it was, taking that stance where it's like, it's on its legs and it's about to flap its wings to pull off into the sky, but then stops. Now that is not a voice that I've heard in a long time. As the figure slowly, like Harlan hovering, but larger than Harlan, turns and faces down the street towards you all as the buildings burn. "It's her, guys. It's Zariel." She turns into a little holy fawn again, drops you guys all on the ground.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oof.
You're not very
Oh, she
far
gave
up.
us
You
a
land
little-
with no problem. "I'm sorry, I'm just so excited." And she just starts to fly up.
Could have given us
Careful,
some warning,
Lulu.
But
Derva wants to follow.
She starts to fly forward. What do you guys do?
Yeah, I'm following.
Run after
Wait,
her.
wait,
Yeah.
Lulu. Oh God. Okay. Max looks for Leroy, making sure he's landing okay.
Fine.
Oh no, we're gonna say Fayrita was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And as Lulu kind of gets up to here, Zariel levels the maul at her and says, "Come no closer,
What?
Lulu.
Hell no.
I told you to leave, to never come back."
Well, how could she know that? You wiped her memories.
You watch as Zariel looks to you and says, "Wiped her memories? Why would I do that?"
We just went through hell and back, literally,
Hell and
to
hell.
get her memories back. Hell and hell.
We went
To
to
get her
hell.
memories back. She
Make
had no recollection of anything that happened.
You guys can make insight checks if you'd like. And I'll let the rest of you guys move up as well if you want to.
Cap is glowing right now. He's a little nervous.
Oh wow, some really high insights, guys. When Zariel speaks as to why would she do something like that to Lulu, it rings true. You get this sense that, and the way her voice kind of just slightly quivers and trembles, it's because she doesn't want this creature to be hurt. You get this sense of protection in her voice and almost being appalled at the thought of doing anything to harm her. But it's very slight.
Derva knows how
You
much
all...
she means to her.
Okay, go ahead.
And would take a knee and be like, I apologize for speaking frankly, but we don't know what happened here.
She looks at you, and Max, you pick up with your passive perception to the east figure flying on a burning horse coming towards you all.
Oh shit.
Max readies her bow. She's like, be on alert, guys.
But as you begin to alert yourself, you recognize the figure as Olanthius.
Oh. Derva gets back up.
It's Olympius. Max puts her bow back.
Once again, Olanthius. And the Hell Knight flies in and says, "Zariel!" And her attention's turned to another voice she hasn't heard in a long time. Olanthius. And he gets off the nightmare, jumps down, dismisses it. It disappears as he slowly walks to her. And Lulu flutters up a little closer. "Zariel, I, for a long time, blamed you for what happened to all of us. But I know the truth now. We chose this. I know why these people are here. It's because they believe what I now believe. What I've always believed. There's still something good left inside of you. I am," and he approaches, "and always will be your loyal knight. Please, hear them out." And he just kneels.
Is the sword doing anything at this point?
Yeah, you feel, Harlan, this sense of yearning from the sword towards Zariel.
I think Harlan would inch up towards Exalulu with what the sword's feeling.
And then Lulu will speak again and say, "We always believed in you, Zariel. I always did. At least I believe my best friend, what I'm looking at right now, looks mighty weak in comparison to her.
Oh.
My best
Oh,
friend wouldn't
snap.
become a monster. And you watch as her gaze turns from Olanthius to Lulu, and you see this single burning tear running down her face. And she says, Lulu, I am not an angel. I told you what I am now. I ruined their lives, as she looks over to Olanthius. I ruined yours. This is my damnation. This is what I deserve. I will fight these demons to the end of time.
Dervis steps forward and raises her hand.
She's not gonna call on you like it's class. If you want to, you can speak.
Derv always raises her
To
hand.
the, to the
Excuse
adventurer in
me,
the front.
but did you ask them if you ruined their lives?
She looks at you, and then she looks towards Harlan, and she sees her sword. And Harlan, you feel the sword thrumming in your hand, like it wants to go home.
Harlan steps forward a little bit, and he's like, Zariel, I don't know your history. I don't know everything you've been through, but I can feel that this sword wants to return home. And I know that you, who have just shed a tear for a lost friend, and he points at Lulu, and you, who have also another speaking for you, and he nods towards whoever that guy is.
Yeah.
Olympus?
He's like, you have people speaking up to you, asking you, and understanding your history. All of this put together, it can't be for nothing. You do not need to suffer alone. Join them.
I'm gonna have you make a roll here in a second, but before that, she looks to Olanthius. Vera made a good point. Do you regret it, Olanthius? And he looks up to her and says, I would ride into hell with you again and again. It was the right thing to do. Harlan, go ahead and make a persuasion check. You have advantage on this. And because of what Derva said, you get the advantage.
Can I use, what is this? Gain of spells, emissary peace, I guess. As a bonus action, you can grant yourself +5 to charisma persuasion checks for the next 10 minutes.
You may.
All right.
So advantage, and then plus an additional 5.
You said persuasion?
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, 30.
30.
Holy
You
shit.
look upon the Archduke of Avernus, the leader of the Nine Hells armies against the demon incursion. As another burning tear falls from her eyes, the hand that she has remaining wielding this devastating maul trembles, and she drops it to the ground with a loud thud. With the weight of the weapon on the ground, it leaves like almost like a small crater.
Cap eyes them all.
Huh?
And as she raises her hand out, you see the sword wants you to let it go, Harlan.
Well, let's go with it.
The sword glides through
Well,
the air.
does the sword feel like it wants me to let it go?
Yes.
Okay,
The
let's go with
sword. It's the sword is compelling you, not her.
it. Okay.
It glides through the air and slowly lands into Zariel's hand. Still trembling as she grips the hilt of it. She looks to Lulu. She looks to Elanthius, and then lastly to all of you, these heroes who brought back to her something she desperately needed: hope. She says, as she lifts the sword aloft, turning the blade downward. The little chain on her hand drops to the ground as the stump where her other hand would be hovers next to the blade. I, Zariel, supplicate myself before the holy light of justice. If it should accept me, I vow to take up this blade once more in its service. And similar to the light that overtook Harlan, this blinding flash of light occurs. You watch a small smile on Elanthius' face as he's released from his service and merely disappears. And where Zariel once stood, you
Ooh.
see the Archangel Zariel restored.
Hell yeah.
So
Max does a
pretty.
low whistle underneath her. So
Cap raises his hammer in the air and cheers with like a roar.
Derva raises
And
her
as
cat,
she-
like Lion King style.
Leroy joins in on the roaring.
I think, given Harlan's new proclivities towards super goodness, he flies up to her and just kneels before her.
She says, "Brave knight, you have given much for this cause. Do not worry, I would not leave thee without a blade." She touches your shoulder, and you gain essentially the same sword, but minus the sentience. And then she looks to all of you as Lulu flies up. I knew it! And she flies up to Zariel and goes really big for a second and gives her a big hug with her trunk. She just, you see the angel smile and pat Lulu's head and go, now, Lulu, the time for tearful reunions is not at hand. As she gazes, and you watch her look around with a knowing gaze, even though her eyes are blindfolded. This land is in dire need, and I have wronged it too much. And she raises one of her hands, and you watch as this rift breaks open, and from it she pulls this glittering gold inlaid paper, a contract with Asmodeus. She raises the blade, slices it through, cutting through the contract, as now it is null and void. It bursts in flames, and you hear this hateful cry as it disappears. And you guys feel as the ground trembles, and in the distance, you hear chains snapping all at once. Elturel is no longer bound, is no longer being pulled. And she looks to the companion, and she goes, I have an old friend. I must rest from that thing. She looks down the street, and you see a large force of devils approaching. As you see actually, it's one devil with 3 giants.
Oh no, not Ganon.
You see this devil. In front of him are these 3 creatures. And you hear this creature yell out, well, Zariel, I guess it's time for a change of management. It seems you're as pathetic now as you were the last time I met you. And she calls out, Belle, you will have no victory this day. And then she looks back to all of you. I need you to hold Belle off. I have to destroy the companion, and we can lift the city.
We
Me and
have
the soul that
keys.
lays inside. If you think
I'm
you can
ready
get
to
there
fight.
faster than me, I can try and hold Belle off.
Cap starts running.
All right. As you guys, I'll let you get up to where Harlot is. As you guys full on Avengers hero run up.
Yep.
She looks
Yes.
to you. She
Fuck
looks to
yes.
you with the sword in hand, and she says, "Just hold him off. Protect the people of Elturel, and we'll raise the city. They'll be forced to flee." She takes off in the sky, glittering, and you hear her cry out into the sky, "People of Elturel, rise! Be not afraid, for I am with you." And all of you, you see a holy light infuse your weapons. You all gain the benefit of the holy weapon spell.
Sick.
Sweet.
And off in the distance, you hear a rallying cheer from the high hall as it appears this effect. You see the glowing celestial light up the high hall for all of its defenders. And they may not be defenders for too long, as they may join your fight, and we will roll our initiative.
I'll say before we actually initiate, Harlan will look at Rhea, smile, and then he'll be like, "It's time to fulfill your oath."
Save
Yes.
Elturel. And she nods, pulling her ball, but seeing one in the street and kind of go, But you see Lulu goes, "Oh no, I'm torn. Do you want me to stay with y'all, or should I help Zariel?"
Help Zariel. We got these guys.
"All right, you got it." And she's just gonna flutter off after Zariel, her best friend.
Lulu's been without Zariel for too long. We can't separate them now.
No, I think that she would be too torn and distracted fighting with us.
We can kill
Yeah.
Ganondorf times 3. It's fine.
Ganondorf, 3 Ganondorfs and 1 Belle.
Sure, no problem.
And Belle was the former Archduke of Avernus before Zariel usurped him.
This is Bell, not like Bale, right? The
Bell, Bel is his name. Not, yeah. So let me go ahead and roll initiative for everyone.
Just do battle time.
Yeah, let's grab a couple more things here. Yeah, just these big bounding steps as it's running out with this huge blade in tow. And you watch as it. Ooh, how far away are you guys? Alright. I'm just gonna roll to see. Just gonna ignore the cat.
Aw.
Cat. You see him dig up a chunk of the street in his fist, and he just fastballs it down the street towards you.
Cap raises his shield.
Alright, it is a attack at disadvantage because you're out of his normal range. A 25 to hit.
It hits.
Doing, yeah. It's only 16 bludgeoning because it's just the first roll from the crit. 16 bludgeoning as he basically takes a chunk of the street and throws it into the crowd of you and smacks Cat with it.
Cap is immune to critical hits, so he is simply rising out of the dust, ready for another.
Alright, at the end of his turn. Actually. No, you guys pissed him off quite a bit.
Good.
Mission accomplished.
Not good enough.
No, thank you.
What's he got? No, he's good. But it is his turn, so Bell will look at the battlefield, see you all, and he just kind of starts casually walking down the thoroughfare. Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll fly a little bit. He flaps his wings and flutters to here. Kind of looking around the area. And then he's going to... What's the range on this spell? I left this one up. Let's see here. Oh, wait. Never mind, he doesn't fucking move at all. Whoop! It's got a range of a mile on this thing. Actually, could he include the high hall in this attack too? Oh, 4 different points. Yeah, he'll drop one on the high hall. Why not? It's close enough. It's within a mile. You watch as he reaches up to the red skies as 4 meteors, large chunks of burning rock, begin to descend. And he kind of points. Actually, he's going to send 3 of them at the high hall and 1 at you guys. As you see them fall towards the high hall, the first one is to you, as you're close enough. I need each one of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. Cap trips.
Oh, poor Camp.
Is he...
Probably doesn't matter for
casting-
Cap, but
Oh,
everyone gets a
okay.
+5 within 10 feet of me.
Derva,
let
you
me
can't
check
counterspell
his-
this?
No,
Yeah, my
he's too
aura
far away.
is my aura is a +5 to saving throws now.
All right, everyone fails.
See, I didn't do Leroy yet. Well, but he's gonna probably fail, but you know.
Oh wait, +5 you said?
Yeah, my aura is a +5
Max
now.
and Leroy succeed. All right. Those who failed take 66 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
33 if you succeeded.
Oh.
And you also take 79 points of fire. 39 if you succeed.
Fuck. I'm just gonna delete Skelito.
Yeah, Skelito and Feyrito are just evaporated from the field, unfortunately.
Wait,
I am at 1, but because Feyrito died, that's my not my orcish. So I still have my orc one.
Yep. So you get your Death Ward.
Just like below half health. It's fine.
It's 5. She fails, so she's gonna take. Hey guys, say hello to the former Archduke of Avernus.
Hi.
I'm
you guys
Derva.
see in the distance these meteors crashing towards the High Hall, and as Belle is laughing, you see a strange arcane barrier repel it. And he goes, "What?"
Can I ask what does absorb elements if I use it? It doesn't do damage back to him, does it?
No,
it just
it gives you
reduces
like bonus damage to an attack, but it would have the amount of fire damage you take. And remember, the 79 is fire damage, so if you have any resistance to that, you have it.
So if I do 64, 79 divided by 2 would be 38?
38,
okay.
You got it.
So 38, so I didn't use my... I still have Puritos on me.
Yeah, you have your Death Ward from Feyrito.
Okay. And then that damage comes back on a move?
You just get to roll extra damage,
Oh,
fire damage, but it's not going to mean anything against any of these guys. I'm going to tell you that up front.
Yeah, true.
They're
So,
all immune to fire.
Gotcha.
You would know that 100% in your time here.
Yeah.
Feyrito is destroyed. And Leroy goes, "Oh shit, I'm still up."
You're still up, buddy. Barely, you're hanging on.
That's Belle's turn as he looks puzzled as to what repelled his meteors in the distance. All right, Max, you are up.
I think who do I want to shoot after? Alright, I think she's gonna go after the blue dude because he's the closest right now, and I don't want her to swing a sword at her. She's gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him.
All right. He is the guy in front of you.
Yeah.
All right, he's Hunter's Mark.
And then she is going to shoot at him. Twice.
That hits. I assume sharpshooter.
Yes.
Both hit.
With my new extra special stuff too.
Minus 22. Minus 19. Yeah, go ahead and roll the holy weapon damage.
How do I do it? Did I have to add that
Just
on separate?
manually roll it. So
Right,
I think it's what, 2d8, right?
Okay. Do I do that twice then?
Let me make sure. 2d8. Yeah, 2 times because you hit twice. All right, takes another 18 points. Yeah, 2 arrows strike true, and in very quick movement, as this thing is charging towards you, you see like big splat of blood like burst out of its shoulder as the arrows fly through, as it like burns onto the ground, and it looks at you a bit perplexed by the fact that you guys lived through the meteor, and it's been pretty well hurt by the first thing that hit it.
It doesn't usually when I click on the damage, it shows the extra as well.
For sharpshooter?
Don't I?
Oh, you have your hunter's mark, so you get another 2d6.
Yeah.
You have to roll that manually too.
Did
Yeah.
holy weapon affect that?
Another 5. Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
pretty. Well, it's 2d6 total because of each hit's a
Oh,
d6.
well,
Yeah.
let's take the 10. No, just kidding.
Uh,
I would put-
but yeah, he looks pretty close to already being bloodied. Any movement?
No. And Leroy's gonna hold his action for probably spitting on someone's weapon if anybody comes nearby.
Let's spread out. We don't know.
Yes,
Work from-
maybe. Yeah, maybe we should move. We're gonna go over here. Is she hiding behind something if I go over here?
You asked this question the last time you were on this map. If you recognize it.
I did?
Uh,
Oh
yeah. This is a callback to your first big fight.
Oh my God.
Didn't we
Yeah,
get
I'll
partial
see.
cover?
Yeah, I was gonna say you'll get some half cover there.
Okay. Alright, that's
All
enough
right.
for now.
Did you get close enough to Bell? Oh, I would need to do. Sure did. At the end of your round, he is going to use a legendary action to drop a fireball next to you.
Oh, thanks, that's nice. Oh, sweet of you, buddy.
I need to make a dex save.
Okay. Oh, well, that's it.
All right.
Then Leroy's probably gonna go down.
Leroy's just out of range.
Oh, he is? Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, you are on the precipice of what he can do.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Oh, I need that. When to do that? 26 points of fire. As he lights a fireball on you, and he goes,
I don't like you.
"By all means, get closer."
No, thank you. You smell.
Cap, you are up.
All right. Cap is going to select. It's going to run to about here and cast Mass Cure Wounds.
All right, send it.
Hold on.
If ever a healer was needed.
There. Yeah.
Right?
Well, is that? Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's
It's
correct.
15 to all, right?
Yep.
Nice. That's still a lot of health.
Thank you.
Heal, and then I'm just gonna go bonus action Shield of Faith on myself.
All right. Oh, yeah.
Oh wait,
Sounds
two.
good.
No, that's 2 leveled spells. Sorry, can't do that.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So can't do field
No,
shield
no,
thing.
no Shield of Faith. Yeah, Cap just sits here and is just screaming at them to hit him like he just wants to be the target. Intimidating shout.
Roll. All right. What does Bell want to do with his? Does he want to do a legendary?
No, he doesn't. He's not feeling it.
Let's see. He raises a finger and points it towards the fire giant. He says, "Think on your feet, you oaf!" And some effect occurs. All right. Rhea's turn. She's immediately going to second wind. I get 18 hit points.
Did she get the 15 from Cap?
Yeah.
Okay. She was just that
She
low.
failed her save. She took a
Okay.
lot of damage in the start. But Rhea's Rhea. It's time to save Elturel. She's going to click her Boots of Haste. She can't quite get to him.
Do you want to hold Rhea and take a trip?
She looks to you, Derva, and she shakes her head. Not this time, Derva. Stand back. Keep people up. We just have to hold out.
2 thumbs up.
She's gonna still click Boots of Haste. It'll give her 60 movement. Get to here. I believe that's 60, right? From where she was at. Oh, she gets one more. She gets to here. And she is going to take a dodge action. Actually, she'll fire her, no, that won't. Yeah, it might hurt this guy. She's gonna fire a crossbow at this guy first. Yeah, that hits. She does 12 points of damage to him with the crossbow. And she says, well, smoke him if you got him. And she's just going to fire 3 more times at him. Just keep shooting.
You're doing it.
23. Natty 1. Oops, the spec.
Oops.
17. 23 hits. Ooh, bad damage. 17 hit these guys. No. We just take another 4. Just damn spec. Oh, that's all of her attacks. Derva, you are up.
Alright, I gotta kind of zoom in here to see who's hurting. It's me. I'm hurting.
It's everyone.
I just gotta move to see where I'm at. Okay. I'm gonna throw Ray of Frost at this guy.
Yes. Yes.
That is.
And then
Alright.
I'm going to throw a level.
13.
Where am I? Level 3.
The Ray of Frost hits him. It doesn't seem to have any more effect than it normally would, but it doesn't seem like he's resistant to it at all.
Okay. And then heal myself up. That was a level 3. 12.
Alright.
I'm good.
Harlan,
No, I'm not. Hold on. Now I'm moving back.
you're not?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to move back.
Because
Because I saw that Max got hit.
Wait.
I knew that I wanted to move back and I realized I didn't. Because I was like, Max got hit, so I'm going to stay behind.
Oh, actually. 1 second, I have to double check something. Oh, I fucked it up. Never mind. Alright, we're good. Go ahead.
All done.
And I actually roll a d6. 1 is actually enough to make Rhea's shot that did 12 damage miss. As the infernal command from Bell seems to give him a minor shield for a single attack. So her first bolt actually missed because she only rolled a... Actually, no, it hit. That's right. Because it actually hit. Never mind. The infernal command didn't do shit. Because I rolled a fucking 1. I needed a 2 for it to miss. Alright, Harlan, your turn.
Did she get the extra damage too from the spell?
Yeah,
The holy.
she got her
Okay.
radiant weapon. Yeah. Oh, Rhea! All of her weapons are radiant. You're right. She'd get another 48.
Mm-hmm.
14. There we go.
Just really
Good
want to
looking
make
out.
sure this guy gets murdered. I'm just looking out.
No
Yeah.
good looking out. This is not an easy combat, so please call out anything you guys remember that I might forget.
You gave us a lot of shit, DM.
Listen, I could have dropped 4 of those meteors on you. I only did
Oh
1
my
for
god.
theme.
I can't even imagine if you split them 2
you
and
would be
2.
dead. You'd be
We
dead.
would be dead. I mean, I wouldn't be dead because I'm really fucking cool, but
No, it's like 4 meteors. Fuck, dude. He's gonna try and destroy the city. Let's be real. This guy's an
Yeah.
asshole. So
Unless we really piss him off. He's like, you know what?
yeah,
Fuck it. This area in particular, nobody lives.
and he's honestly never met you, so he has no idea how powerful you are. So if he's like, I can wipe these guys out with a meteor and destroy the High Hall all in one go, is probably his thought. So that makes the most sense to me.
for sure.
But apparently there's some very powerful arcane caster over at the High Hall. Harlan, it is your turn.
Harlan's hurt, guys. This Harlan isn't one that wantonly charges forward. He is not a dum-dum. Well, he's a dum-dum, but he's not a combat dum-dum.
Does he use spells?
He does use spells.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, this isn't Harlan.
The
This
paladin
lad.
spells.
Yeah. He's gonna move up here. And he's going to cast... What do? Yeah, he's gonna cast Sanctuary on Rhea.
Alright. Concentrating on Sanctuary.
So she's got that. And he did what he needed to do for her. He's like, I got your back. Just, don't go down. He comes over here with the rest of his movement. And he drops the... Let's say he puts 50 points on himself, lay on hands.
Damn.
Alright. Good call.
Because he doesn't have this crazy I'm gonna kill everything attitude anymore. He's just, I'm here to preserve life.
Okay, Sanctuary, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. Got it.
Yep.
Alright. It is the Pit Fiend's turn. Did I miss one of my fire giants?
The little one.
I'm just gonna add this fire giant in after the other fire giant. So I don't know why I didn't. I gotta move him real quick.
Oh yeah, that's right. I seem to remember that Red not making a move before me, but I thought I was tripping.
Yeah, I messed up there. Let me add him a turn. I'm just gonna make his turn 0.55. There we go. Just to keep it from being confusing. And then ding 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 ding. There go Harlan. All right, man. These guys rolled some shit initiative. I tell you what. The other people, not just the one I just gave 0.55. The Pit Fiend. What he have done? Probably joined ranks with his buddy. Actually, he would have charged down the battlefield. Oh no. Pat, how much damage did I do to you with that first boulder? 12?
Oh shit! Let me go up here.
I mean,
Yeah. It was like 16 or something like that.
this is important. I have to change something.
Okay.
16. Add 16 hit points back up because he actually dashed to get there, so he could not have thrown that rock. So give yourself
Okay.
16 hit points. Because this one's going to dash up too. That's why I was like, what am I missing? Alright. So jumping ahead. Sorry, guys. The Pit Fiend. Pit Fiend goes a flutter down to Rhea. It's going to attempt to attack her. It has to make a wisdom saving throw. It rolls a 24, so it can get its attack off. It's going to do Actually, yeah. Let's go for a bite. 16 misses. Claw, 19 on Rhea. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Her AC's 20 now.
Big beefy.
So it misses with the claw.
I was wondering on
Here
that. I was
comes
kind of
Mace.
waiting. And then, yeah.
24. She does
Oh,
take.
cutting
the
words,
24
that one.
would hit her. Cutting words. All right. Roll your d8.
Yes! Eat it!
Yeah, it goes to what does Derva say with a cutting word in this moment?
I imagine Rhea's focused on these guys and not the guy coming down, so it would be more of, Rhea, look out!
She hears the word, hears you call out, and as it's going in for the mace, swinging at her with its burning fire, she ducks and goes, "Thanks, Derva!"
Got your back.
But then it lashes the tail towards her with its last attack.
Damn.
21 will hit her. She does take some damage here. But that could have been way worse. So 3 of 4 attacks hit, miss. Tail slams her. Because I believe for Sanctuary, it's just when they target them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's actually Sanctuary.
Yeah, he linked it.
I don't know if I'll have to roll for every. The action triggers it once. Okay, so he just makes it on the first. Okay, cool. Pit Fiend's done. It's this fire giant. He runs forward as well as the Vanguard. Top of the round. Who wants to roll a d20?
Well. All right, Cap's not allowed to roll d20s anymore.
No rolling for Cap.
Cap, your roll's vetoed because you already had one. Who else wants to roll one?
Is Joey doing it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. Now that you've done that, go ahead and roll 1d5 for me. 4. Excellent. You guys,
See, in DM land, like excellent isn't always like, yay, that's good.
you guys hear the revving of an infernal war machine, like the motorcycle, the Devil's Ride. You hear one, and you hear this loud crash. As let me grab a sheet here.
Smiler, 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 Smiler.
As Smiler the Defiler
Yes!
appears on the battlefield, and he goes, 10-4, good buddies, let's fuck this thing up!
Smiler!
Smiler!
And what's his range on, I gotta check this spell here.
Where's he at? Where the fuck he at?
I'm gonna grab him in
Oh.
one sec.
I was like, am I missing it in all these buildings?
What is this spell called? Because he's gonna cast a specific spell as he appears.
10-4, good buddy.
What's the range
I'd like
on
to know
this?
what the new Harlan thinks of this crazy Smiler than Filer.
He can be redeemed.
Right?
That's what he always thinks.
He actually, north of UMax, he appears here. The motorcycle just is fucking wrecked across the street.
Oh my
As he lands and
God.
goes, "Hey, Pit Fiend, why don't you do a little dance for me?" As he casts Luke's irresistible dance on it, and you watch as this pit fiend just starts dancing in place.
Yeah.
What Harlan's across the street from him? Wait.
What? No, let's talk about the pit fiend.
No, I know you said it skids across the street.
Oh, it doesn't hit anybody. But Smiler is now on the field to help you guys out. He's one of your allies here in Avernus.
Oh
Here,
yeah.
there was a rager going on in Alterel.
Oh my
Thought
god.
you guys might need some help.
This is a rager for sure, Smiler.
Harlan's like,
so
I don't know who you are, friend, but your assistance is very welcome.
10-4. All right, this guy's crazy. But the creature begins to shuffle and tap its feet to it. The creature has to use all of its movement to dance and has disadvantage on dex saves and attack rolls while the target is affected by the spell. Other creatures have advantage on attack rolls against it. And it has to use an action to break out of it. But the initial cast of it just hits. It cannot be resisted. It's an irresistible dance.
Love it.
All right. It's this giant's turn. Is it concentration? Shit, it's not even fucking concentration, so even if it gets hit, it won't drop. This giant is going to move forward to Rhea. It has to make a wisdom save. It fails. It goes to swing its sword, and the sword just crashes into the ground. And it just looks confused.
Wouldn't it have to attack its ally? Or does it get to choose not to hit an ally?
I think... Let me just double check.
Must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
It would rather lose the attack than hit an ally.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it just loses the attack. But that does negate its turn. It's Belle's turn. Can my boy here do... No more meteor swarms, unfortunately. He's used all that up.
So sad.
He sees that you guys seem to be formidable, so he's going to take a defensive action here. He's going to cast mirror images on himself as you see multiple images of Belle begin to surround him, making him harder to hit. Max, you're up.
Alright, she is gonna go after the blue guy again, the blue giant.
Green giant. Ho, ho, ho. Except he's blue.
Yep. Okay, 25.
And what is it, the holy damage again? I forget.
2d8. And then a d6 for your hunter's mark. Whew. Alright.
He's still holding on?
Just barely.
Alright,
You
she'll
see
shoot
him like
again.
heaving as he's like looking confused and now a bit frightened. Oh yeah, yep. That, without any of the other damage, Max, your arrow flies true, pierces the skull of this giant who just lurches backward and falls on the battlefield.
Max is like, stay the fuck away from Rhea! And then Leroy is gonna fly in and he's going to attack the pit fiend dude.
Alright. He has advantage. But with that, he will still miss.
Okay.
Yeah. Why are they always so strong? I hate this.
Is he able to, when Rhea attacks next, is he able to give her the assist with his infused
Yes.
weapons? Alright. He will do, when she goes to hit next time, he will add that just for future
Okay.
reference.
Alright, do you have any movement you want to do?
Yeah, Max is gonna move the back fuck up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Is she out of range now?
Are you?
She should be. I don't know. We're just gonna go back a little further. There we go. Boop, boop.
Guys, this is a final combat. I'm not gonna give you too many hints.
Alright, we're good.
You still have your you can move your hunter's mark if you'd like to.
Oh yeah, let's move it on to the pit fiend for right now.
Pit fiend, got it. He's a dancing. All right. Actually, I have to make a quick note here. All right. This fire giant's turn. It sees the dancing pit fiend and just goes laughs a little bit. So pit fiend snarls at him. Is in 5. And square up with Harlan Hightower. He's gonna make 2 swings with his great sword. Here we go. 14 and a 30.
The 30 hits. Yeah.
30 slashing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution save for the Sanctuary DC 15.
Ooh.
Yeah, it drops.
It would have dropped anyways as soon as Ray attacked something.
Sure. So yeah, you lose concentration on it. No big deal.
It saved her from 1 attack. It did its job.
Yep. No, definitely. Cat, you're up.
Alrighty. Cap's gonna run up as far as he can. Right about there next to Smiler.
Oh, before you do that, Cap, actually, Bell sees this random guy appear on the field, cast a spell on one of his minions, and he's going to dump a fireball on Smiler the Defiler with a legendary action.
Smiler, no!
Smiler gets to make a dexterity save. Ooh, it didn't show you guys. I'll put Never Whisper rolls now on, but he rolled a 23, which is the DC, so Smiler succeeds.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice.
So he'll only take 12 points of fire. As he's just like, and he's in his kind of dusty cloak and his green leathers, and he's just like dusting himself off. And he goes, "Ha! You think that was powerful? Come on, man, give me your best shot."
I love you.
Now it's your turn, Cap.
Cap sees Smiler's reaction and deems it unacceptable. He's like, "No, I am the damage sponge. Fire on me."
I think you can fire on both of us, buddy. He shoots a thumbs up.
And then Cap whops a guiding bolt at the currently unhit green fire giant.
All right. 17.
I strike you in the name of Gond.
Just misses.
No.
AC 18 on these guys. So it goes wide. You see it brings up its big great sword and just shields itself from the bolt.
Cap eyes his great shield.
It's a great sword. You know, you like in Dark Souls when you use it to block.
Like a colossal sword.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That was my action. Yep, that's gonna be it for Cap. He's banging his shield, eyes glowing, just ready for a fight. Nobody's hit him yet, besides Bell with his bullshit. Planetary devastation.
Planetary devastation!
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking immediately what came to mind. 4 giant asteroids. You forgot about the other one.
Exactly. Rhea's turn. I want to check something here. Rhea breathes deeply and she just goes, I forgot, I'm still new to this. As she waves her hand in the air, she casts Shield of Faith on herself, gaining additional 2 AC.
Said Rhea does that?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
You watch as some holy light comes off of her hands and a
Wait, did she
very
take on
familiar looking
paladins?
shield. She did.
What is happening?
She breathes heavily and she looks at this thing that's just dancing like an idiot and she goes, I guess we're dancing. She didn't take 3 or 4 swings with haste at advantage.
And don't forget, Leroy spit on her weapon.
Yep. 28, 27, 24, 23. So that's going to be 4 hits. 2, 3, 4. Oh, why did... Oh, there we go. So 29, 42, 55, plus 2, 4, 8d8 for Radiant, 39. And then what's the bonus from Leroy?
It is 1d6.
Alright, go ahead and roll the d6. It'll take 1 point of cold because it's resistant to cold. And then Rhea's gonna burn her action surge. 3 more attacks at advantage.
Sick.
Jesus. She's crazy.
She is the protagonist.
One of them's a crit.
She is fighting for her people.
There it is.
16, 16, 15.
So consistent.
So that's 32, 47 from normal damage. From the crit, that'll be another 12. And then she does another 68 radiant. 28.
Holy
And
shit.
then she'll get another 16 from the crit for the radiant. As she goes all out and boom, 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 like just this flurry of attacks with the haste. 7 attacks from Rhea. Just you see this pit fiend's like lifted up off the air with into the air with each successive hit, as it like
So
is
anime.
like, and then it like lands on the ground on a knee, but then has to keep dancing from the fucking spell. It lumbers up, bleeding out of its mouth, and it's like as it's looking real fucked up. This is a pit fiend that she dropped below 2/3 of its health.
Fuck yeah.
She says, "Get out of Elturel!" That's her turn. Dervo, you're up.
Well, I'm not gonna steal her thunder, so yeah, no, she sees this demon fucking flying in the air because of a smack, not his wings, and goes, cool, and turns her attention to Red and throws a frost chromatic orb at a level 5 at him. Frost.
All right.
Cold. Roll.
That hits.
Let's go. Cold. Wow.
31 points of cold damage. Smacks it in the side as it scatters across the armor.
And I sent Cappy a message, but then I'm going to see that Cappy's or Cap's spell missed and be like, hey, let's not do that again. Bardic inspiration.
All right. You got a Bardo.
Cap feels the bardic inspiration and the shame of missing his guiding bolt. as it enrages him and necrotic energy starts flowing out of his shield and his eyes.
Let's go. Derva's gonna move up just one. And she's done.
At the end of your turn, Derva, Bell sees Rhea laying into this spellcaster Smiler, and this damnable cleric shouting, just says, "Go!" And he drops another fireball with a legendary action. I need all of them to make dex saves. And then Smiler, 16. Leroy also needs a dex save.
Yeah, I rolled it.
Oh, you did?
Question. Can Tides of Chaos be
21
used
points of
on someone
fire.
else?
He's down.
Leroy's got 23 on my screen.
Oh, I forgot that I had
Yeah.
added points on. He's still alive.
Tides of Chaos?
Yeah, never mind. It does say you can gain advantage, so never mind.
Okay. But it's only 21 points. He rolled pretty low on it. Serena takes 21. She gets to make a con save. She's good. Shield of Faith stays up. As Belle is starting to look annoyed.
Good.
Since fire won't fail you, then I might have to do this myself. As you hear like a heavy weighted footstep as it looks like he's about to start to join the combat. Alright, Harlan, you are up.
Harlan's just gonna. He sees everything that's going on. This guy came up to him. He's just gonna fucking lay into him.
Alright, send it.
Sword.
And a crit.
Ooh, yeah, those both hit.
So the first one, I'm gonna roll all my stuff manually because the things are dumb.
Yeah.
One. That's not what I was gonna do. Why did I do that? Roll one.
We don't know.
D10. 5. And these are two-handed attacks as well. So 1d10 plus 5. What is the bonus for the aura thing we got? Or does that affect the sword?
It does. You get an additional 2d8 radiant. So that thing is spewing radiant damage right now.
Nice.
DM gave us homework.
And I'm going to launch on both of these. I'm going to use a level 3 smite on this guy. I don't think he's
Understood.
a fiend. I think he's just going to take regular.
Yeah, he is a giant, so not a fiend.
Actually, I'm going to just use 2 rank 2, not rank 3.
Alright. Yeah, you're getting a crit, so you're going to get a bunch of extra damage anyway. Critting with this sword is extremely nasty.
Oh, shit. Where's my shit at? No, that's not what I want. That's okay. 3d8. Okay, so copy paste this for the first one.
So that is 35,
Holy shit.
41,
Jesus.
50, 57 damage.
Yeah.
And is this guy evil?
He is evil.
So he's gonna have to make a DC 17 con save for the sword? Or be blinded?
He fails. He gets
He is-
blinded.
He's super blind. And then my second attack damage, I'll copy paste that again.
Use this for blindness. Plus, also, you get the critical damage. Harlan, you, with your first strike with this blade, it pours out radiant light. It becomes blinded, and as it's blinded, you levy the sword into its chest, and you just feel the sword pulse as it purges evil, and it just turns to ash in front of you, completely obliterated.
Oy
Damn.
vey.
Cap
Ashes to
flushes.
ashes, dust to dust.
You watch as Bell sees this happen. He sees this radiant winged figure and snarls.
I'm hiding over here. He can't see me.
He can see that the fucking asshole over here with wings just stabbed this guy to death. Okay.
You got big wings.
Big wing energy.
Oy, oy, oy. What else?
Kind of glowing and shit.
You just vaporized one of his minions, like on the battlefield. It'd be hard to not notice.
He's like, holy shit, these guys are
What
actually
the
strong.
fuck?
Who did that? Oh no!
Your John Travolta shrugging in the background.
He pops his last healing potion as bonus action, then ends his turn.
At the end of your turn, Bell. Oh yeah, he can get you. He's gonna drop a fucking fireball on this thing, whatever it is. Boom! Dex save with his last legendary
His last legendary.
for the round.
Oh.
Alright, you said dex save?
Yes, dex save.
Oy, 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 oy.
You
I crit my pants again.
Oh, not you, Max. Sorry. Max,
This
you're fine.
is
It's
a
not
whole
anywhere
new
near you.
Harlan.
But yeah, you'll take half. 12 points of fire damage as he unleashes hellfire from his fist at you. It just sees you just floating there, not really phased by it. He goes, "One of Zario's lackeys than you will be first," as he's stepping forward.
Oh, Roro.
All right. The Pit Fiend is a dancing. It does not want. It's really hurt. It's really struggling with what it should do right now. It's going to wildly lash out at disadvantage, trying to take down this fighter that's trying to kill him. So bite at disadvantage, natural 1, he misses. That misses because of the shield she has. The mace will connect. And the tail misses.
I'm gonna cutting
Any-
words that. The
Roll
third
a-
one? Yeah, third one. Yeah, -8. Fuck that.
Oh my god. Miss, cutting words. Rhea ducks, still with the haste on her, like, just dodging this thing. And she looks back at you, breathing heavily. Thanks, Turba!
My cutting words are, "You're a better dancer than a fighter."
As this Pit Fiend, this CR20 Pit
Oh,
Fiend
no.
has done nothing but get its ass kicked and dance.
Didn't like a few sessions ago you tell me these guys are like hard ass?
Look at their attacks!
Oh my god. Honestly, without Smiler, like, this wouldn't be possible.
Yeah, if he was not dancing like an idiot, it
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been worse. But
Oh yeah.
Smiler's here. And Smiler just says, "Yeah, keep dancing, asshole!" Alright, this fire giant sees this laughing asshole down here, but then this guy bang his shield. Can't make an intimidation check for me to see if he'll go for you.
Come at me!
He rushes right at you. I'll test your shield, mortal! As he raises his blade. 2 great sword attacks. 28 and 24.
Yeah, they both hit for sure.
Ooh, 31, then 28 slashing. As he just laughs. Not so strong, puny creature.
Cap spits out some blood and his eyes glow. You call that a fucking sword, you pussy.
I'll enjoy killing you.
So
All
violent.
right. Top of the round. Not Derva, or not Max, and not Cap. Derva or Harlan. Who wants to roll your d20?
I'll do it. Eep.
5. A 5.
Why'd your voice get dark?
Why?
Why?
Why, DM?
What you thinking about? Huh?
I'm gonna roll a 1 the next time, and it's gonna summon the final spec.
No!
I am complete!
Stop.
Because with this session, we're at 62. So no!
You're
60.
at 60.
Sorry, 64.
64 nat ones?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's a
Is
few
that
bad
like
sessions.
Is it a record?
Few bad sessions.
I wonder if anybody's actually kept a tally of their campaigns nat ones.
This wasn't
Someone
just nat
had to.
ones, because the spec started and then went away for a while and then just came back full force. So you gotta remember, this isn't every single nat one.
So his current health is 320. So.
Jesus Christ. Stop rolling nat ones, guys.
Oh yeah, because we really want to roll nat ones.
Yeah, we do that on purpose.
I knew
do
it.
that
I
on
fucking knew it. I called that. I was like, Joey's over here rolling
Mediocrity is
fucking
my
nat
choice.
ones.
Yep.
I'm
Pretty
depressed on purpose, guys. I can stop being depressed whenever I choose to.
Alright. As coming down the street is a familiar face. Duke
Oh,
the
that
Lamra
fucking
Vanthampor.
This
As Belle
bitch.
looks to her, I cut you a better deal, witch. Aid me. She nods very well. Apologies that we couldn't treat to tea last time.
What?
She
Can
enters
Max
the
get
fray.
can Max get advantage on her because she's old?
Oh my god.
Roll a d20 for me.
Oh my god.
I gotta put my coffee down.
Let's
I'm
go.
doing it
Let's go. Let's go.
No, that's perfect.
And dice, be my friend.
Don't you love how he didn't just say no? He's just like, roll a d20.
No.
You know what? It's worth the asking.
I was ready to give it on a high enough roll. If you would have hit above a 15, I would have probably said
I know.
sure.
I was like, please get above 50. That was my mental goal. I'm like, get above 50. Oh well.
All right, let me grab the Duke's sheet.
I wanted you to crit.
Me too.
So she enters the initiative.
Just so you guys know, I'm on my 9th cough drop. I'm gonna have such a stomach ache.
All right, she enters the fray on initiative 14.
Gross.
All right, this fire giant is off the field. It is Belle's turn. Belle, not a fan of this winged man.
Ugh.
Actually, he's just gonna nothing personal kid you as he teleports right next to you.
Oh god.
And he looks your way and says, "Well, meek little angel, time to die."
Oh.
You hear his knuckles crack.
Been there, done that. Oh, wait, he doesn't remember that.
You don't remember that? But it is his whole turn. He's just flexing right now. He used a whole turn just to move next to you
That sucks.
with a spell. Max, it is your turn. Oh, we are in round 3, by the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, Max is gonna try and finish off the pit fiend.
You have advantage on your attacks. As he chose to try and lash out and instead is dancing.
Mm.
Yep.
And it was 2d6, right, for the radiant?
2d8 for the radiant and
2d8.
1d6 for your hunter's
That's right.
mark. Ooh. All right, he's still
Big old
standing.
frickin'
Next
one.
shot.
Motherfucker.
That hits.
Come on.
All right.
Oh, let me add my other stuff.
Oh, this thing is on death's door. It is barely hanging on. As the 2
All right,
arrows
Lee.
strike true.
All right, Lemur, my boy.
As it's
Can
like
you-
dancing like... "Oh, my." 24 hits.
You hit, boy.
As the Silver Death once again claims a
Claim the
victim.
victim.
He just
You
bites
did it,
right
buddy.
into the throat of this pit fiend as it's dancing and, like, really looking desperate. He goes, "An opening!" Snaps him in the neck, and just the creature slowly collapses to the ground as its last blood drains out of it.
An opening.
You have failed your audition for Just Dance. So you say you can dance. You are eliminated.
Hold on, you gotta go to the knocked out.
Knocked out.
Smiler looks at him and goes, "Knocked out!"
Yeah!
Got that bitch! Who's next? As he looks around the battlefield.
And then Lemur's gonna go over next to Cap. And if Cap goes to attack, he's gonna spit on his weapon.
Nice. All right. At the end of your turn, Bell is going to look back to the last giant on his squad and go and see the pit fiend die. Pathetic. You! Hands up! Don't fail me! Alright.
Not a very
Issues
nice
an
boss.
order. It's the Duke's turn.
Oh, she's all the way over there.
What
She's
is
fine.
she gonna do? Duke Lumra, you got a bit of an upgrade since last time.
Fuck! How dare he upgrades his characters?
30-foot range.
Not a
Let's
T.
just go for some Eldritch Blast.
Bitch.
She sees Rhea and she just raises her hands and says, "Time to put this dog down for good." And she's gonna shoot 3 Eldritch Blasts at her. Oh, missing. As Rhea's like kind of a bit of a blur with the haste. She's just a... Damn it. 5, 10. She'll move up to here. Try and get a better angle. Cat, you're up.
So Cap is gonna take a bonus action first. Shield of Faith himself.
All right.
Shield of Faith. And then Cap is going to swing at this fucking idiot in front of him.
All right, send it.
Oh, and the spec grows stronger.
Oh, Cap. Damn. Yeah. Unfortunately, the spec flies out from one of the ashes on the ground and gives you a big slap in the ass, and you just go a little off kilter.
Hey, now that's my ass.
And he just whispers, 365 HP, bitch.
Oh man, Cap's gonna take his second wind,
All right.
and there we go. Get some miserable HP back.
Oh,
Yeah, once per short rest. Okay. Oh, that was a bonus action. I'm sorry. Disregard that last.
oh yeah, that's right. Second one does.
Yep. That's fuck that. Action surge, bitch.
Send it.
Get fucking wrecked. And smack him again. That's probably still not enough, but had to try.
19 hits.
Oh, sick.
Roll an additional 2d8 for the radiant.
2 of those. And then, does Bardic help that at all?
Oh. Only the to hit,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
not the damage.
All right. That'll be that.
There are, she's not the kind of bard that can give you bonus.
Oh, for Leroy's
Yeah.
poison.
Oh, Leroy's cold. That is
Yeah,
an additional
Leroy's
d6.
cold.
Go ahead and roll that.
I did.
Okay.
That was
He
the
takes the
2.
full. He takes the full cold, and the radiant, so he's not resistant to the cold. So another 2. Mistress, this might be one of the few people I could probably vomit on and kill.
Don't worry. We'll let you get your vomit in soon enough. So you don't
He
die.
starts slowly putting a little claw up his throat.
Give me a hug.
Oh, gross.
Rhea's turn. She looks to Cap and then over to Harlan, who's in danger. And she's kind of sees this arch devil. Her hand shakes a bit and she looks to Cap. Are you going to be all right?
Cap chuckles. He's like, "Yeah, I'll be all right." Spits out.
She
some more blood.
nods and books it to Belle. She's going to take 3 shots at Belle. Or 4, actually, with her haste.
Jesus.
Oh, get wrecked, girl. Come on. Oh, shit.
Oh. Oh.
Harlan, you watch as Rhea Mantlemorn charges down the former Archduke of Avernus, maul in hand. It just goes crack, crack, crack. And we'll see what kind of damage she does. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
A 4, a 5.
And that's going to be 8d8 for 29 radiant. And I gotta hold on, give me a second. So that is 90 plus another 16 plus another 12.
Fucking wrecked.
So, sorry, it was 90 plus 16 plus 12. 118 points of damage. As the Archduke of Avernus, or the former Archduke of Avernus, Belle, gazes down at you, Harlan, with a grin, ready to take you out, you see first a blow to the back of his leg, and you watch him start to slowly crumple. The second one smashes even harder with a burst of radiance, and actually she's going to use a Divine Smite on one of those crits.
Nice.
To add another 8, but then that's another 24. Minus 8. for a total of 150 points of damage. As his leg buckles back, she hits him in the shoulder and then cracks him in the skull as he's coming down to a knee, and he's like, "What is this?" As he looks visibly hurt by this onslaught of attacks, and he turns to Rhea and goes and waves a hand at you, Harlan. "Then you die first!" That's Rhea's turn. Derva.
Sorry, I had to turn off my mutes. Derva sees Rhea hurt this guy visibly, and channeling her inner bard, turns to him to cast Vicious Mockery. Wisdom 17. It never shows up. Oops, I didn't roll it twice. And so he can run away, and she looks at him and he's like, "You extremely large, stinky, ugly demon. No one loves you and you will die alone on this day." Yeah, Vicious Mockery.
Are you trying to make it? Are you doing Dissonant Whispers or Vicious Mockery?
Vicious Mockery is the one that he runs. It has disadvantage. Okay, so yeah, then what's the shit? Why
Dissonant
do I
Whispers
always
is what you're looking for.
fucking mess
That's
this
okay.
up?
Go ahead.
So it's still Wisdom 17.
All right, but you'll want to roll the damage for Dissonant Whispers. There you go. All right, I'm gonna let you know right now. He's got magic resistance and plus 11 to a Wisdom save, so he gets advantage on this roll with a plus 11.
Okay.
He succeeds.
Poopy.
So it'll only be
If I
8
made
damage.
him fail, though, he would still run or he would not run. He can't
are
be
you gonna
feared.
use cutting words?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your cutting words if you want to.
Yeah, it's not enough. Although, wait, yes it is. Yes it is, because I will spend 2 sorcery points to make it at disadvantage to make it flat. So he'd roll the 20. And it'd be enough. Right?
17 wouldn't
No!
even saves.
It wouldn't.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately, you can keep those sorcery points.
Okay, yeah, I did my math wrong.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
But yeah, he just stands stalwart and looks back at you. "You think that the Lord of Avernus knows fear? I'll show you fear as I rip this girl's skull apart."
everyone knows fear, and I give Ray a bardic.
You use your cutting words. You cannot do that.
Oh yeah,
Or
shit.
it's your reaction.
Yeah, my reaction would be
Yeah, you can
the
do
cutting
it. Yeah,
word.
you give her
So
a mark.
okay.
Boom. But he does take 8.
Why is he so
He goes
wise? That is it.
It's almost like he's a horrible, extremely powerful devil.
Yeah, bastard. He cheated his way to the top.
Well, technically, he's not at the top. Not yet.
Yeah, he just called himself the Lord of Avernus. Too.
Yeah, he did. He just called himself the Lord of
extremely
Avernus.
arrogant.
Self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
Technically,
This guy got
the throne
demoted,
is
by the
empty.
way.
What?
This guy
got demoted one time.
One time.
Yeah.
He's about to get demoted permanently.
He took a pay cut.
All right, Harlan, you are up.
Harlan hears what Bell says about absolutely ravaging and eviscerating and wanting to eviscerate Rhea. He's like, "You will do no such thing." And the glow in his eyes just like intensifies. He's just like, he's not thinking straight right now, so he's just gonna fucking attack him.
All right. That hits. And that hits.
All right, and he's gonna blow 2 level 3 divine smites
All right.
on this guy.
Extra D8 on each.
Alright, so let me get my fucking damage here.
Alright. Ooh, I love it. 15.
I'm just sending both at once because I'm just attacking him.
So that's 15 plus 8 plus 8 plus 12 is 26. Ooh, I missed the 17. Alright, that's 126 points of damage.
And for what difference it'll make, he'll have to make two DC 17 saves. For
Con?
what is con? I think. We blinded. Yeah.
He has advantage.
Mhm.
So 25 and a 30. No! Cries out. It's looking pretty hurt. Anything else, Harlan?
Can I do anything else? Harlan's gonna. What's he gonna? He's gonna flank around the side here. He's just gonna like whoosh, 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 whoosh on this side, not leaving his range. He's just sticking close to him, but he wants to position himself for Rhea so she gets his aura.
All right.
And then he does, as he's doing the flyby, he does bonus action sanctuary on her again.
Yep. And people around you are immune to frighten, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, I see. Calling his bluff. Or is it? Alright, this fire giant. Oop. Why did it delete him?
Oh, well, he just got scared and left the battlefield.
I gotta go!
True. True.
He's like, I gotta go take a
Out of
shit.
that.
Bye.
There we go. Add him back in. There we go. There we go. He looks to Cap, who's issued this challenge. He's going to go in. 2 strikes. Ooh. 20 and 13. Which I think both miss Cap. Cap, does a 20 or 13 hit you?
Neither, no. Sorry.
No, you're fine. The fire giant levies his blade at you twice, and the shield stands firm. Ugh. All right, top of the round. I think we're down to Harlan to roll a d20. A 17.
17 specks come out of nowhere and put one in
Roll
everyone's
a-
eye.
D4 for me.
I don't like the way he said that.
Yeah, neither do I. Fuck.
It's always terrifying.
As you are in this combat, coming in the initiative, a familiar face.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Am I too late?
No, come party with us.
En contraire.
He looks to this big guy. Looks like we got a big fella here, and he looks over at this Bell getting his butt kicked over there, and he goes, "I suppose we can take this giant out." And he's going to reach out and cast Disintegrate on the giant.
Ooh.
I believe it is con save, isn't it? No, it's a dex save. Okay. With a 4.
He's not very dexterous.
The giant is about to take a lot of damage.
Be disintegrated.
79 points of force damage. As he kind of tips his head and says, "My little friend, I think you're in for a hell of a night." He says this to the giant, calls him little. The
Right.
giant's
Yeah.
like, "Ah!"
My little friend.
And Azarius is going to be into the initiative at a count of 16. I left it because it's classic Urafanad. I know how to fix it. I just decided, nah.
That
We're
was
gonna
his
let it
given.
go.
That's his given
Uh,
Christian name.
That's his Christian name, yeah.
Mhm.
It's Belle's turn. Yeah, trying to kill Rhea.
No.
He has to first
So-
make a wisdom save.
Correct.
He's advantage. 20.
He does save that. His attacks also have disadvantage near me because he's within 5 feet.
It's true. And you see as this large great sword at his side, it's gonna bring 2 strikes crashing down at Rhea. And then his tail whips at her. Wow. Miss hit with the second. Okay. So that'll be 33 points of damage. As the third
Give me a
attack will
second.
also miss.
Give me a second. Did that down her? Does that down her?
No. You watch as he unleashes the great sword and Rhea dodges out of the way of the first one. The
Ouch.
second one slashes her across the chest. You see blood splatter across her, and she lands on her feet, and the tail comes up, and she pulls up the maul and knocks it away. And she's standing before Belle. She goes, "You're gonna have to do a lot better than that." And he just roars in fury.
Can I actually take that damage? I have
Do you?
Aura of the Guardian. When a creature within 10 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to magically take that damage instead.
You can.
Harlan's gonna take that damage for Rhea.
All right, so you take 33, and she gets 33 back. And so as you reach out to pull the attack away from her, Rhea looks to you and goes, "Damn it, Harlan! Stop throwing your life away!"
He
She
looks
looks-
at her with his blue eyes. The globe turns into a gentle dim, and he's like, "It's worth it."
He just turns to Belle to focus on him. Max, you see Belle heaving in anger as he's starting to raise his hand up.
Oh, hell no. So, Max is gonna cast Guardian of Nature and turn into a tree thing. So it gives her advantage on her dexterity throws. So, she's gonna turn into a great tree or whatever.
I've never seen this spell. Let me read this.
Uh-huh.
What? Oh, damn.
So you get 10 temporary hit points.
Correct.
Con with advantage. Wisdom and dex attacks roll with advantage. Oh, shit. All right. Send them.
Boom, boom.
And that was my bonus action.
Yeah,
so-
that's a fucking good spell. Oh man.
I
Is
know,
it a
right?
real spell? Hold on.
It is.
Wait a minute. Is this some bullshit?
I've been here before 3 times.
And then she's gonna shoot twice at homeboy.
It's a real ass spell.
Holy shit. 4th level, yeah.
That's a really
That's
good fourth level
That's a
spell.
fucking good spell. 32 and 20 on Bell.
Mhm.
Sharpshooting, I assume.
Yes.
The 20 will become 15 and miss. The 32 will hit.
Okay.
I see we're making
21.
a fucking ranger in his next campaign.
Oh my god! I swear I think I have dementia. What do I have to roll for the radiant damage again?
2d8.
Okay. All right, and then
And then a
Lee.
Oh no.
No, my hunter's mark is on the giant dude. And then
Yep.
Leroy is gonna cast his breath on his buddy there. Did it?
All right, on the giant, go ahead and click that.
I don't know why it's not showing. There we go.
There we go. Dex. Well, their Dex isn't great. 28 points of cold damage. He's looking real rough.
You did it, buddy. And
right.
I think that's it for us right now. I don't
At
think
the
of
end of your
anything else.
turn,
Oh, and
Bell...
he spits on Cap's weapon if he uses it. Just throwing it out there.
Alright.
Well,
At the end of your turn, Bell reaches up, grabs a little burning light, and throws it at his feet as he casts Fireball on the ground around him. So both Rhea and Harlan have to make a Dex save. He's immune to fire.
Oh, okay.
He don't give a fuck.
I need a bath.
Hers will be a 23.
23. That's it. His spell save DC is 23. You help Rhea succeed. 27 points of fire damage, half to 16? Yep. Or 13. And after that goes off, he raises his hand to the air again. You see another bead starting to gather.
Fuck.
It's the Duke's turn. Nope. Go mine. Max, why don't you and your little pet there take a break? She's gonna cast Fireball at you.
But
I need you and Leroy and Smiler to make a Dex save. I'm sorry, I meant Max only, so just Max.
I always confuse myself with Cap. I'm like,
Yeah, so Max, go ahead. It's
token.
just you. She's dunking a Fireball on
did.
you.
I rolled a 30.
Max, this is what
Holy
happens
shit,
when you're really good.
11 points of fire damage.
Max is so fucking strong. Jesus Christ.
Max said, fuck that shit.
Ooh, shit.
Actually, because I'm a
Did
tree.
Smiler disappear off the initiative?
Oh yeah, what happened to Smiler?
Smiler.
I'm gonna
started
put him
frowning.
after.
I
Yeah.
love Smiler. He's such a cool character.
I'm gonna put him at 13.
You said 11 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Smiler roll. He would have had a previous turn, so let me see what Smiler would have done with that. He would have just swung at the giant with his sword twice. Hitting once. He doesn't do a ton of damage with that. Just simplify that. He did 11 damage to the giant, who's still standing. And then he'll act after Cap, because I skipped one of his turns. So Cap, you are up.
Alrighty.
Hey, buddy. We gotta take this guy down. Smiler gives you a big smile.
So Cap wants to do something he's never done before. He wants to ask Gond for a favor using Divine Intervention.
All right.
Cap really wants to shield and make Rhea and Harlan's next turns like really, really good in some way. Good, like in managing to.
Do you want to protect them or to give them power?
Preferably both, but if only one, just to protect
one
them,
or the other.
Protect them.
All right. Go ahead. Divine Intervention. Roll 1d100 for me. I'm going to give you advantage. Go ahead and roll one more time.
Okay.
A holy dildo rains from the sky.
You reach out to Gond to try and pull some sort of divine intervention as you guys are kind of like, and as you guys have been fighting around you, Elturel's rising higher and higher into the air. You're slowly being pushed towards what you can only see as a white light in the sky. Through the din of the fire, you reach out to Gond to try and pull some favor to try and help both Harlan and Rhea. Gond reaches out a hand as best he can. Choose. Harlan or Rhea.
Shit. It's gonna have to be Harlan.
Harlan is immune to fire damage until the start of your next turn. As Gond grants you hear very well. Harlan, you feel this flare, and you are now immune to fire for a while until the Cap's next turn. And that uses your divine intervention and your action.
Yes, that's my action.
But even though your roll had failed, Cap, you feel in this moment divinity is watching this battle, pulling to try and do whatever it can.
If I just 1 second, just to make sure I have no other options here. That didn't count as a spell cast, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna cast. Oh wait, just let me make sure I can't do that other one. No. I'm gonna cast a 6th level healing word on Rhea if I can reach her. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah.
I believe so. Alright, 15 hit points. Other way, there we go. Healing word expended.
And I think that's gonna have to be it for Cap this turn.
At the end of your round, Cap, Bell reaches a blast of fire at his feet again. Harlan, you're immune. You don't need to roll. Only Rhea rolls. Dex save.
With a 5.
She succeeds.
Fantastic.
So that'll be half of this. 15. Exactly what you healed her for. 15 points of damage.
Awesome. That's awesome. Negated.
Cap is like, yes, this is what we needed.
And as that goes off, you see him reach up one more time, and he goes, "Just die!"
Not nice.
Not nice.
Smiler is gonna look at the giant and go, Hey, buddy, why don't you just put that weapon down and cast suggestion?
I love Smiler so
Oh
much.
my god, my rip just popped out while I was laughing. Oh my
Fucking
God.
Smiler.
So it's going to have to make a wisdom save, I believe, for suggestion. Da, 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 da.
Smiler, the Defiler.
Oh yeah, he's a funny guy.
I fucking love him, man. He's probably top 5 at least favorite characters in this round.
Next to your
Yep.
therapist.
Oh yeah.
Wisdom
He's got a
save on the
special
giant. With a nat 1. The giant looks at him and just nods. Sounds like a good idea. It sure does, buddy. Anyway, and he just walks away with a grin on his face.
Oh my god.
Like a chanty or like a little jig like walk.
Yeah. The lad Smiler, always smiling. Rhea's turn. Well, actually, at the end of Smiler's turn, the last legendary action from Belle. Soraya makes another dex save. Harlan, you're immune. Ooh.
Oh.
She's gonna use Indomitable to reroll.
Okay.
Come on, girlfriend.
Not enough.
She has a bardic.
Oh, she does.
She does have
It's
a
D8.
bardic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that does it.
Fuck yeah.
The bardic.
Yeah, that's what's up.
She only takes 14 points of fire. And Rhea is breathing heavily. And it's her turn. She breathes in. She levies her mace one more time. Time to end this. You take 4 swings. Respect grows stronger.
Oh.
But the other 3 hit. Let's roll. So that's 12. 59 points of damage. As Rhea Mantlemorn does what she promised.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
Smack to one knee as Bell crumples down, a smack to the other as he falls to his knees, and then one last bash to his skull as the radiant light blasts the area, and he would just hear, "No! I will destroy every last one of you! You'll see! I'll find you!" As a torrent of fire and this blackened portal appears behind him, and this large looming figure in shadow. You see nothing but a golden rod with a gleaming red orb on it. A hand grabs Bell's shoulder and says, "Oh, Bell, you were never meant to rule," and pulls him through.
You
Oh.
gotta take a time out.
Go to your home.
Bye, bitch. He's not even
As
on
she's
the board
breathing
anymore.
heavily. But the battle rages on. Durba.
Derva's self-inspired by that. And goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Looks straight at this old bitch that she's been wanting to kill for a long, long time. And Derva's going to throw out all the stops. This doesn't work. I am going to use my one what's it called? Tides of Chaos to roll this at advantage.
Alright.
Level 6. Where you at? Chromatic Orb. Where's it? Positive. There we go.
Level 6 commit. Alright.
She's dying this day.
That definitely hits.
Huh?
Nice.
As Belle is banished, you watch as Duke Delamra Vanthapor is reaching out her hand to try and finish the job on Rhea, but the Eldritch energy crackles out of her hand as her pact has been severed and all of her levels in Warlock are gone. Your chromatic orb strikes her, turning her body to a frozen statue that just shatters in the heat of Avernus.
Don't ever fucking tell me I'm annoying.
Because all of her power's gone now. Her
Yeah.
patron has been taken away and punished by something.
Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow, dishonor on your fucking family. Minus Morty too. I kind of like him.
And you rolled Tides of Chaos, so go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Oh, that's right.
It was worth it.
If your wild magic ends up killing me,
22.
I will be cross with you.
I will be cross.
Oh no,
I will
it's okay.
strike you.
It's fine. I can be redeemed, so it's fine.
Excellent. That's the end of your turn, Derva.
You're
Oh, no.
suspicious.
That's suspicious.
You're
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Yep, that's all.
All right. Harlan, you're up.
Harlan walks up to... Hold on. Rhea, and he's just like... Now you see why I do what I do. You are alive. And he casts the level 3 Cure Wounds on Rhea.
Get rid of that music. Let's do something different.
For 12.
All right. 1 second. I just want to change up.
Yes, Harlan has a healing spell now.
Harlan.
Harlan has spells.
He's
Right?
used spells.
What is this?
No lay on hands? Non-lay on hand spells?
I used 50 of them earlier.
I don't 50 on myself and look where I'm at. Thanks, Meteor.
That meteor did fuck us up.
Where the fuck did that meteor
that
come
was pretty
from?
bad.
There's nothing in the sky.
I mean,
It's like we started the fight. Boom. Okay, well we're half dead.
That fire giant is still alive. He is being
Yeah.
a bumblebee
Yeah.
idiot, but he is alive.
you heal her up, and she kind of looks over to you, Harlan, and she gives a sad smile. You're an idiot.
Oh.
Baka.
All right.
Yes, but Harlan goes, I may be an idiot, but I'm an idiot that believes in you.
She just has a smile on her face. The fire giant lashes out twice at Cap.
It has its sword.
Unarmed fire giant.
Unarmed.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, the fire giant lays his blade on the ground, folds his arm, and gives a smile and a nod.
Oh my god. He's on our
not
side
even
now.
gonna try an unarmed strike or anything.
This whole turn is to put it down.
That's
He gives
Harlan's like,
a
he can be redeemed. We can have a fire giant friend.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No, he can't fit inside you.
I can fit inside him.
Oof. At the
Derva the butt
top
plug.
of the round,
I'm gonna dock the fuck out of this giant.
At the top of the round, you guys watch as riding in or running in from the south, Duke Older Ravengard and a retinue of knights, Hell Riders, come charging in, and he goes, "Fire!" And you see a volley of arrows strike this giant down
No, my
with the holy weapon.
boyfriend! I'm never gonna get laid.
And the combat ends. And as you guys stand there, the battlefield quiet, you see in the distance devils and demons fleeing the city as it rises. The remnants of the Hell Knight or the Hell Riders, the Knights of Elturel, the knights that Duke Ravengard brought with him, secure what they can of the streets. Still, they find yet more people who had been hiding for weeks, emaciated, fearful, but saved. And as the city pushes ever onward to the sky, you feel it break through this miasma, this red sky of Avernus, and into a light. And for the first time, for real, in a long time, you see the skies over Faerun, blue and beautiful, clouds, the fires in the city begin to dim and die, and you hear the flowing of a river where there was once a river. Birds chirp. Your home, as Faerun finally ascends from Avernus. And that, my friends, is the end of this tale.
Hey guys.
We did it.
We fucking did it, and we're all alive.
We all
Well.
lived.
And
Kinda.
before the city finally ascends, Smiler gets on his motorcycle and goes, "Anyone staying?"
Derva looks at Max.
In Avernus, huh?
Oh, let me roll.
This is an opportunity for a certain person.
Yeah,
Cap is staying on Elturel and floating back up.
And so is Max.
Smiler gives a salute. "See me next time you're in hell," and he just literally drives the motorcycle off the ledge before it goes into Elturel or into Faerun. Who knows if he's got a spell to save himself?
Derva casts guidance.
But yeah, you all return. Yes, you all return to the material plane, and we'll kind of go into our epilogue here. So I'd like each of you guys to kind of fill out the story of what happens when you return to the material plane. I would like to ask you. Let's roll initiative for it. How's that sound? Roll it yourselves.
Ourselves?
What are we rolling?
Whoa, initiative. I haven't touched this button in so long.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I know I've been
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it. I'm making you do it now.
I don't even
Select
know
your
how to push that
token
button.
and roll it.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
I'll add you.
Thank you.
And then Max.
Spec.
That one
No.
doesn't count.
Nope.
That one
We
does not
stopped.
count. We're done.
We stopped
story
at
is over.
70.
You're no longer in Avernus, so that one does not count.
I think what the moral of the story is, Harlan has never really rolled more than twice above 10 on initiative.
Poor Harlan.
All right, so we'll start with Cap. Cap, as you return to the material plane, Gond is pleased. You have done his holy work in the Nine Hells. Where do you go from here?
um, Kappa wishes to return to his smithly duties and has a real hankering to make just lots of armor. So he's gonna go find a place where there's not a lot of armor smiths and completely wipe them out of business. And who knows? This relationship with Gond may last, or it may fade away, and he may seek out to be to an old friend for some lich-like powers to possibly enhance his business.
So
That's
you go to some obscure town in Faerun to really run the market on them and
yeah,
see where that story takes you.
yeah, yeah, pretty much.
All right, Max.
All right. One, Max makes sure that Mocha and Chino, what's their status? Did they get released?
They were released, sold to someone else because they've been in the stable for a very long time without being paid for.
Oh, well, Max was a little disappointed with that, but she returns to her family. You know, they raise horses, and she kind of returns to blend into the noble life. However, on the side, she's realized that she's not a good person, but she has realized that she was inspired by the good that they did by El Torel. So she has started her own little kind of mercenary company to help annihilate any like remnant demons or devils or whatever that pop up throughout, Baldur's Gate and El Torel and stuff like that. So she does it as kind of like her family doesn't know about this. So it's kind of, on the side.
Right? Some more good and charitable work
Yeah,
underneath the noses of the nobles.
correct.
Um,
She's like a Batwoman,
you
Batgirl.
you'll find yourself at times approached by uh, older Ravengard, the Duke, at times to deal with minor devil or demon incursions in places. Baldur's Gate is always aflutter with some problem or another. So your little noble organization, and he promises to keep it on the down low for you, but recognizes that you are a powerful ally to have here in the city, and is always keeping you abreast of what's going on. So while not an immediate direct noble in the courts of Baldur's Gate, you are one of the more important people.
Max flexes. And Leroy is, they have, now that he's in back in Faerun, he does not have to be sustained by fingers. She does give him an adequate diet of, wonderful lamb and, bovine, fresh bovine.
I didn't realize meat could be this good, so I was kind
It's,
of eating trash before.
we did the best we could, buddy, but we'll give you all the luxuries now.
It's fair, you found me in a sewer.
Yeah. Rags to riches, buddy. Rags to riches.
He smiled, with a little toothy grin. Well, I guess we're kind of good now.
Kinda. Don't go tell anybody, okay?
I won't. Alright. Derva. What becomes of Derva?
Derva,
How about your lungs?
the first thing that she does is she hits up the local bro hose, which is the local male strip club, and because she hasn't been laid in so long, and that's all she really cares about. So she gets her Mac on there. She then wants to go back to the religious guy that she volunteered time with and see if he knows any Draconic so she can learn how to speak Draconic so she can finally have a good conversation with her good buddy Leroy. And it can be a two-way instead of me just being like, you're such a beautiful fucking creature. After that, she's going to go check up on her father, and I want to make a roll for it. I'm gonna say if it's under 10, he's dead. All right, he's still alive. He's still an alcoholic, but he's still alive. He's doing.
It's good to see that you're home.
Yep. Didn't even know how long I was gone, Papa. Did you?
You were gone?
I hate you, but I love you so much.
I love you.
Yep.
Come on. He opens his heart for a hug.
This is not the male love I want right now. All right, you're doing great, Papa. I walk out. The fourth thing I wanted to do
Ruffles
was
your hair before you leave.
I put my broken lute on the table because I know that he likes to fiddle with stuff. And I go ahead and switch to the bagpipes. I feel like Jerva's more inept with the bagpipes since that one time she had them in her hands. And
I've seen these.
and last but not least, she will then follow Max because her only goal through all of this, all the adventures that she's had with Max, is to keep her safe. So wherever Max goes, Derva goes. With her bagpipes in hand.
As you are leaving your father's home, realizing he's fine, he's still drunk, and he tries to love you the best he can, but he sucks.
Mm-hmm.
You are walking out, you put your hands in your pocket, and you feel a piece of paper.
Oh.
Gasp. Shock Pikachu.
Derva holds the paper in her pocket for a second, remembering the feeling she got whenever Xanarath talked to her, and looks at it.
You pull it out in the same maddened, scratchy handwriting that you're so familiar with. You see the following, a note that says, "Find me," with a little smiley face on it.
Derva smiles. She kisses the note and she said, "I will." It's the last thing I do.
Just like my bow. It has a smiley face on.
Exactly.
I also show Max that note because she's, a mercenary, and this can also be our other goal that we do.
We will find her. Him.
It.
We'll find them. We'll find
We
them.
we never asked
We'll
the pronouns.
Find Xanarath
Was.
for you.
We never
We
asked the
forgot to ask
pronouns.
the pronouns.
God
No.
damn it. We're living in the wrong age.
We will find Xanarath.
What happened to Altus?
Yeah, what happened to him?
We'll do a quick epilogue for Altus. Altus actually, true to his conversation with Harlan, returned with you guys to Faerun when Elturel was rising, and is waiting to meet Harlan for an honorable fight that will never happen because Harlan doesn't remember him.
Oh,
It'll never happen.
Oh no,
Which will make him more jaded and betrayed, and they'll probably become more evil.
He'll randomly see Harlan in the streets.
Still not remember him.
Maybe
You
him and
bitch.
Cap will team up.
Harlan will just fly away and be like, "You can't fly by."
I don't think Altus would even recognize Harlan at this stage.
No.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have wings.
Harlan
he'll be like, "That's not Harlan."
From Diablo or something.
The only reason you guys could really recognize Harlan is because you were fucking there when he transformed.
Yeah, so we saw the process.
Yeah. Altus would never know that this weird angel is. I'm gonna roll D100 to decide if Altus remains evil or turns over a new leaf. He turns over a new leaf. Altus the Cultist realizes after all of his friends were killed by the Dragon
He can
Cult
join Max's mercenary squad.
that this all sucks. Yeah, and one day he arrives at Max's mercenary squad and goes, "I know I kind of fucked up pretty hard, but I'm sorry, and I'd really like to help.
I'd really like to be morally gray now instead of evil."
May I
still kill people?
May I roll for persuasion to get him to finally sleep with me?
Yeah, go for it.
I was totally gonna say you could come with me as long as
Like,
you take care of
can me and
Derva.
Altus become a thing?
Roll.
If you roll persuasion now, do it. See where we get. I'm in.
I'm in. That's Derva's ending right there. Me and Altus and Max just The three amigos.
He
No,
is a
the
strong
reason-
monk. It's just monks miss all the time.
Oh,
It's okay.
not my
They
emo
got
monk.
their-
I think we would have
I'm
fucked
going-
up.
Derva finally got
You
her
would've gotten
boyfriend.
very easily. You know what
finally
they
got your
say,
monk boy.
guys. I need a lot of help though, because I have these chromatic dragon tattoos. It's gonna take a while to burn them off.
Well, we'll work on that. Work on that.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah, press
You
That doesn't work
can.
that way.
We will get these covered up, and you can get some silver death tattoos. Okay.
So he's
That
no
sounds-
longer like down with Tiamat. Like he doesn't care
No,
about Tiamat anymore.
Tiamat fucked me over. It killed all my friends.
We're gonna have the most
It was a
beautiful
real big L. Big L for me.
big L.
I did everything to the T for Tiamat, and she fucked me hard. You know what they say. You
Not
know,
as hard
it
as me,
fucking
baby. Not as hard as
sucked.
me.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna have all these little
Little
orc babies running around.
Fuck
Half-
yeah, they're hard to kill.
half
Ultras
orc.
spawn.
They're half orc monk bards. They're great.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Deadliest weapons.
Leroy has all these children climbing all over him.
Oh,
And Altus would join you guys into your excursion to find Xanarath.
There we go.
yay!
Alright. Harlan. What do you
Well-
do? You are now on this material plane of Faerun. I will say this. Zariel and Lulu visit you. And Zariel will offer you the following. You have lost much, Harlan Hightower, but there is much good to be done. I don't know if I could ever return to Celestia, but I need to face that. Would you join me?
Like, join her in going to Celestia? Is that what she's meaning?
In Celestia and beyond, if I can continue my duty, I need a stalwart warrior at my side.
Harlan searches his thoughts. When he transformed, or when the blade transformed him, he retained his not pure knowledge, but he retained how he feels about Rhea and also his family legacy. He still truly wants to be a hero for the people. And those two overriding things, when Zariel asks him to join her, he looks around to try and find Rhea's eyes. And then he looks. Are we still in Elturel? Like, that's shit on and broken and shit?
Yeah, I'll say in this moment, Zariel's returned, and yeah, you see Rhea in the background.
He looks at Zariel and he's like, I have some business to take care of here in Elturel, and here with a very specific Hell Rider. I must make sure that this city can be rebuilt to his glory, and that this knight can take position with honor and no regrets. But when that is done, if you call on me, when you need me, I will help.
You watch as she smiles at you. She puts a hand on your shoulder, this large, angelic hand. It says, right answer. And she plucks from her wings one of her kind of like aquamarine feathers with a white tip and gives it to you. And should you ever need me and Lulu, you need only call for us and hands it to you. Good luck, Harlan Hightower. She flies off, and Lulu grabs you with her trunk, gives you a hug. See you, Harlan. Thank you guys so much. And flutters off after her. Wait up, Zarya!
Oh, they're together again.
And then from there, what does Harlan do?
He goes to Rayan. He's like, well, this place is gonna need some tidying up. Let's get to work.
He nods. Yeah, there's a lot to do. I'll have to edit this book a little. She takes out the compendium there with the Creed Resolute. There's no companion anymore, so and then she looks to you, Harlan goes, you know you're an idiot. A useful one. Thank you. And she just hugs you. I'm sorry you had to go like this.
Harlan just embraces the wings he has kind of wrap around as well. So it's like a super cool winged hug. But he's like, there's not been a single thing you need to be sorry for. I have zero regrets.
I have too many. She just kind of punches you in the shoulder. Says, let's get to work. And the epilogue for Rhea Mantelmorn. She spends her days in Elturel, helping rebuild, taking what's left of the Hell Riders, who now regard her as essentially their leader, their knight champion, who fought so valiantly to save the city. They rebuild. She makes some edits to the Creed Resolute to omit a certain sphere that no longer exists, but still has every knight swear on it. And there are blessings in this land from Lathander and Zariel, creating a whole new retinue of paladins and knights to defend the city. Should demons or devils come. Because the thing that Zariel learned from all of this is that there may have been no way to defeat the endless abyss, but there is a way to defend your home.
No.
But you guys continue your days here in Faerun, under its blue skies. There'll be more conflicts in this world to come, but you've earned a good rest. A long one at that.
34 or 33? 34. 35. 34. Right?
You're just saying numbers now at me.
I'm sorry.
79 divided by 2. Correct.
Okay.
This is a massive boon given to you for reasons.
I'm gonna say that this is a big bad. Just sussing out.
4 reasons.
That would be considered.
They were already dead. It's fine. My God.
Corpse desecration is a cruel thing.
Already dead. They couldn't feel it. It's fine.
Harlan believes everything can be redeemed, so
Yeah. We forgot one thing. Because Harlan can't remember. We give the money to Tomlin's family that Harlan wanted to give. Man, we've been in hell for so long, it's just so weird. It's like, done. Like, it's just a weird fucking feeling.
Thanks for playing, guys.